my god, I'm so thirsty. Yo, what's that mic check about? Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this. What do we got? Ah! Ah! Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I just swallowed something weird. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going here. I'm maximizing. But first, I end up with this new build to Steam, don't I? What's up, Zeta? What's up, JS the guy? Also, we can go. Who are these people? There's so many people here. I'll Victor be in a second, I imagine. Oh my god, I have to. I'm gonna upload a new builder now, but hang on. Ah! I have to go to my account verification. It's like a whole big process. I'm wearing different headphones today, so that's different. I don't know if I like them. The Corsair headphones, we got them because we have like Corsair profiles in the game for some reason. And so they're like, you want these headphones? I'm like, okay. Just give me a second. Oh my god, I just swallowed like a big pill and I can like feel it in my throat. Okay, Steam pipe, builds. Let's go here. Let's do Victor. Let's do @Victor. Victor says, hi, Patreon needs a tax form. That sucks. You gotta do that. Okay. Upload. Did it actually get announced? I didn't announce it. Who announced it? Did Victor announce it? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I saw the @ but I didn't read it yet. Well, I gotta zip this, don't I? Okay. Okay. Don't press the zip.
Hey,
What's up? What's up? Hold on, Victor. I'm struggling a little bit. Did you announce the stream? On Discord, Victor. Victor, can you hear me? Oh no, something happened, I think. Something terrible happened.
I think you're muted on Discord because I can't hear you right now. But I can hear you on the stream.
How about now?
Yep.
I'm using the Corsair headset. It's the first time I use it. It's the one Corsair gave us.
Yeah.
And I was using it to play Warzone yesterday. So I'm like, what is that one all about? Was that nice? I was like, it was like sitting on my... I have a little microwave in the corner. I don't know if I can show it somehow without moving my thing around. I wish I could easily. The point is, I had it in the corner and I was like, what's that doing? Oh, that's where that hard drive is too. It was under the head. I was looking for that thing. Cool. All right, look at that. Look at that. It's a good day. Okay, let me tell you something. I think I popped a rib. I have this bong, you put it in the freezer, and I was cleaning it, and it tasted terrible. It's like too big of a hit, and I started coughing, right? Almost dry heaving. Then my side started hurting. No big deal. Whatever. Accidents happen. And like 2 days later, I went to somewhere. I went to fight school, and I got twisted, and then it popped, like a loud pop, and now it hurts. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, like it hurts to get up from couches and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it in here? Windows? I need this thing.
Do you have to go and get like an X-ray or something?
No. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are you supposed to do that? No, I don't think so. I think it like heals on its own type of thing. Where like if you need pain medicine, you can get some pain medicine.
It's like a crack, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's even that bad. I don't even call it a crack. I'm gonna call it. It's called a popped. It's a popped rib. This is just a guess, though. I don't know. It hurts pretty bad. It's a muscular skeletal condition that occurs in one or more of your false ribs. What's a false rib? What's a true rib? I don't even know. Is it a regular rib? Is everything a false rib? Like, is your foot a false rib? Because it's not really. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm uploading a build. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to come back, like no problem. It's like the tendons or something, the ligaments get damaged. That's why, and it'll grow back. You know, it's no problem. It's like an ant colony. You stomp it out, it grows back. It's sort of the same type of thing. Nature's beautiful. You know, I guess is my point. I'm just uploading this build. Ugh, it only hurts if I breathe. Also, the first day in the morning, dude, I wake up in the morning. Most mornings when I wake up, I'm pretty regular. I go number 2 in the bathroom. I make some bio waste, and it hurt. Like, because just moving the abs, you know, you have to use your abs. But luckily, I have the tushy, the bidet, right? And so I just squirt some water up there. It kind of loosens the situation. And then it's like no problem, you know? Okay, this is developer. Oh, if you guys want to play right now, too, if anyone doesn't know how to play, let me do that, too. Let me find my notepad thing. Notepad++. No, thank you. I'm always worried I'm going to open Notepad++ in here, and it's going to be like just all the keys or just something terrible in there. It's just to say like just my porn history or something is going to show up. Publish. Prepare. Publish. Really publish. Victor, did you watch that movie I told you? Did you watch Ari Shaffir's Jew?
No.
That's pretty funny. You should definitely watch
I
it.
forgot about it. It's like a really weird name.
Well, it's because he's Jewish. It's all about him being Jewish. When? I was playing some DMZ. I think it's live. I think the build's live on Steam. Then I can get going. I want fancy coffee. Okay. Let's do this. Let's get some muscle milk. But seriously, it hurts. My ribs.
No.
Like getting out of bed is hard. Like rolling over, just keep waking up and my ribs hurt.
Yeah.
But like it's not that bad. It only hurts if I breathe in really deep. Or if I move, like if I twist too much. But I think like it's okay. What does a pop ribbed feel like? Sharp pain, either in the back or upper abdomen. Is that right? This Chrome window didn't work correctly. Chrome says Rocky Power Rangers.
Rib, is that like a muscle?
I don't know. I think it might be like a tendon type situation, ligament. Those are words I've heard before. You know? Sharp pain either in the back or upper abdomen that comes and goes and is followed by a dull ache, such as bending, lifting, turning about, or twisting even a little. That's what I said, right?
I
Feeling.
think it's always like attached to a muscle, right?
Well, I don't know the
Like
terms.
it's
That
like
sounds
close
right.
to it.
The Achilles tendon. That's the one, right? That's attached
Yeah.
to basketball players. Damage that sometimes. So like, I need to play the ball. I got to get the ball in the thing, and so sometimes your foot breaks. What are you gonna do? You know, got to be rich. Do you watch any sports, Victor? Oh, it's Thanksgiving. You don't have Thanksgiving though, do you?
No.
What do you guys do instead? Just regular sort of Thursday? Just. I don't know why that's like the dumbest thing to think. That's such a dumb question. So it's just like a Thursday for you guys or something? Okay. Okay. If you want to play, if you're watching the stream, you just have to go to Steam. Oh man, it hurts to cross my arms. Type in this password, Roach EU Crowd. That's Victor's middle name, by the way. And then you can access the developer branch on Steam. His parents were hippies or something. Do they have hippies in Sweden? They must. They actually named him after their favorite bug. Like they named you after their favorite animal, the roach. Oh, they could have named you after like a roach. Also, is like a marijuana thing where like you take all like like if you don't smoke, you smoke a bunch, but there's a little bit left and you save them. Those are the roaches. You could be that. I'd rather be the bug. I think. Anyway, enter this code, Roach EU Crowd, and then you can access the developer branch, and then you can play right now. I think that's how it works. Okay. How do I enter? Close this. Notepad. Why is this not working? Some of my buttons are. Does this button work? Oh no. Oh no. What if Stream Deck just isn't on? It is on though. Bro, if I can't go into the code, I'm gonna be so sad. Ah, that's so sad. That's so sad. Very, very sad. I don't think I can get it. Oh! There you go. It'll work. It's fine. It's fine. I said to restart something. Looks like it's okay. It's okay. Get some hot code action.
I had too much coffee because my ears are like ringing. It's weird.
When I activate Rider, something strange happens. That was weird. Okay. Stats, no. Starting soon. Okay. Play. Okay, Victor said something earlier about dungeon balance.
Too much. What?
Yeah, I had McDonald's coffee on an empty stomach, and like I was just playing some Call of Duty. Got to level up that RPK. It's level 17. You know, got to get to 21 though, because some of the streamers use it. Like Z-Lander's like, yo, some people using RPK. I'm like, I better use the RPK then, or level it up at least.
Right.
Anyway, but now I just feel weird. Just some little things. When you take off like just 1 week because of Thanksgiving, you know, it just makes everything weird. I like forget how to do everything.
Yeah.
And I was sick the week before too, like in my coat. That was a tough stream, I tell you what. All right, let's do this.
Like everyone was sick that week.
Yeah, even you. Like we're across the world, but somehow you were still sick, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what we did.
I mean, I was sick like way before.
Oh, you brag about it? Yeah, before all the cool kids were sick, I was sick first, man. What is this? 6 days ago? Oh, but we didn't do anything for Thanksgiving, right? So it's even earlier than that. How long ago was Thanksgiving? A week ago? It says a week ago here. You can't see it though. What does this say? What date is this? The 16th? Let's just do the interesting things. Oh my God, that's so loud. What do we do? Boring. Add-on rooms unlimited to 1 per dungeon. Nerf the Shambler. And then I nerfed it again. Balancing. Boring. Casino ship. The Lucky Kernel. You could see that today. I haven't seen any of the new Lucky Kernel stuff. Also, I saw that you made some new entities, but I haven't really seen them either. Do they work? I hope they work. I don't know. I haven't. I just trusted that they worked.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that just gets live. I don't know. Reduce max loot. Boring. Fixed a bug where dungeon objects could be placed on reserved floors. Okay. Nerf Shamblers again. 'Cause Shamblers are hard to balance because they do organ damage, and organ damage is weird.
Yeah.
I set the cooldown to like 30 seconds or 60 seconds or something. So the idea is that if you fight a Shambler, I think it'll damage one organ, maybe during the fight. Sorted, boring. This is just boring. This is a lot of boring bug fixes, huh? Fixed. Ooh, game. Oh, you know what we did do? We added the star system, right? The star system cards. That's new.
Yeah.
That's brand new, actually. Boring. Boring. Space rock stuff. Healing booth now cures the limp perk. So luckily for your girlfriend, it cures the limp perk. Double duration of food recycle recipe. Boring. Boring. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Victor 1 hour ago has fixes, room spawning fixes and tweaks and fixes. I didn't get any of that live. Is that okay?
I don't know.
Now, let the record show, Victor, that you committed this at 10:52 a.m. That was 8 minutes before stream, you hooligan.
Oh, I thought you said like an hour ago.
Nah. Well, I'm just reading the things on Get Kraken, and just like it'll say like one. It says like one, and it groups them all together. It'll be like 1 hour ago, and then it's these 3 hours ago, these 2, yesterday, these 10. That's what it says. I don't know. Yeah, they were a while ago. Okay. So this is good then. Get Kraken. Yeah, should be this build. I feel like I was supposed to load. Stream keep playing, right? I was having fun with it, but also we get some new stuff, so let's just do that instead. The cat bot. I mean, Victor, most of what you're saying about dungeons in terms of them being too big is more about how you get into the dungeons or something like that. You wrote Dungeons and Balance. I'm starting to think that we shouldn't spoil the player with too many dungeons. Blah, blah, blah. That thing.
Yeah.
The player should be driven by the gathering resources and converting those resources. Blah, 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 blah. In blah, 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 another game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's argue it? I don't know. What do you think about it? Unlock more colonists. Let's hit this up.
I mean, I think there's a lot of room for like the asteroids to be a lot more interesting if they have like tiny rooms and caves and they have like smaller, one-room dungeons on them.
Right, but specifically you're saying instead of the big dungeons.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, I agree. Dungeons would be, anything would be, of course you can make asteroids more interesting. That's easy. But specifically, you're saying instead of the big dungeons, have littler things. At least early game.
So the bigger dungeons would be rare. Or rarer.
I guess my question is, we don't have any of those small things, so how, it doesn't matter really, does it? Like, and we can't get them in time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the starting station did change, actually, the Lazy Kitty. I'm trying to turn this down if I can. It did. So we actually have a new system for generating the starting... you know what? I mean, there's a lot, if you haven't watched in a while, there's a lot of new stuff. So, Victor, do you know what the name of the starting station is in Unity?
No.
I hate you for not knowing. It's starting station. It's just starting. I mean, that's pretty easy. It's a good name. It's starting station 1. There is no starting station 2. So there's a starting station, and we have this, in Unity, they have this tile palette thing. I know where it is, you son of a gun. You just can't see it because Unity doesn't. It's a second window, so you can't see it, unfortunately. So no one can see what I'm doing, but I can see what I'm doing. Then we could place more floor, be like, right, whatever. And then we can save it, and then it gets loaded later, and then we load it when the game starts, and on the back end, it's a lot nicer for us. And easier to iterate, and easier to add multiple starting stations as well. But yeah, it's a little different now. A little bit more bare bones. Also, we removed the incubation tank. And now it's just on the core, see? And also, colonists only have 2 perks now. I'm just going to refresh a couple times. Potty mouth. That's okay. The worst is I still think the worst perk in the game, pacifist. Because, there'll be little situations where, a slime is on your base or something. Get the hell out of here, slime. Nobody likes you. And then you try to get Larry or something to kill the slime. He's like, I don't do that. I don't fight things. You know what I think happened in this game? I'm pretty sure that I disabled asteroids with a dev command. So let me just go And restart this one more time. I did. Disable asteroids and fog of war. Also apply. Okay. Here we go. And we're in. And we're in. Oh, God. I forget that my ribs hurt sometimes. I'll do like mannerisms. Like crossing my arms. It's rude to cross your arms anyway, so it's a good reminder not to do it. Also, dude, Grammy has been doing really good in fight school. Yesterday, I took him. I didn't even have to get on the mat at all with him. He did everything himself.
Sounds good.
And while this loads, let's see if I can. Just a cute little video of just Grammy. Just, how can I unmute this? Just running around. You can't really tell. The quality's not that important. You can kind of get what's happening. See, he's just running around like a goon, chasing his coach around. See, just having fun. I know it's out of focus, but yeah. Anyway, just having a good little time. All right, new. Nope. New. There. Yeah, that's what we're thinking too, Lazy Kitty. That when you give the player less starting stuff, it just gives them more freedom to do whatever they want. Because the problem when we had the starting station that was a little bigger is that all the stations I felt like ended up looking basically the same, unless you went out of your way to demolish something and then be like, no, I'm going to do it different. But it's sort of a pain in the butt. Why would you do that? You know? Okay, so I'm not going to get that same guy again. He's a pacifist. I should buy him and just jettison him immediately for being a pacifist. But I won't be able to afford anything. Hates building. That's okay. Also, Morbid Curiosity is pretty good. Literally every one of these is the Atlantic sector. But I know that's just RNG, right? Because I looked at the thing, and they're not all set to the Atlantic sector, are they? I definitely looked at it. It's not. It's just bad RNG. Yes. The Dungeon Keeper. I don't know, though. I don't know. This is too quiet. Just look at this thing. All right. I played for like, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours on Wednesday. Boop, boop. Where's the debris? Ah. Oh, I see. I'm just bad at this game. Oh my God, what am I doing? Where's the debris piles? Did you change what the models look like? Or did it just break? Is it a bug? I'm just asking if it's intentional. All I'm asking is it intentional?
Yeah.
Why?
But they're a bit too dark right now.
Oh, you're on Steam, Mikato? Why'd you change it at all, Victor? It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Then ask why, but why?
That was like weeks ago.
I haven't seen it. It didn't look different when I was playing the other day.
No, it's because when I saved like the resource texture.
Oh, that's not a good workflow because then you change things and kind of forget that you've done it.
Yeah.
And then just arbitrarily. But you shouldn't. It seems okay. It's kind of hard to see, it was fine before, man. Don't fix it if it's not broken. It's kind of hard to see now. Yeah. Actually, but we could just actually make a build for you. I'm pretty sure. I can't verify that it'll work all the way. I wonder if I can make a Mac build without restarting. I don't think I can. But it's not really that big of a deal. Let's be like, Mac build. I'll just do it later. That'll be fine. I just didn't think anybody was playing on Mac. I just have to remember to do it. There's a chance the Mac build won't work for some reason, because I haven't tested it at all. But I can make you one, and then if it doesn't work, that's okay. Let's try again. All right. Draft. Pick up. I don't know what's new. I'm very tired. I kept waking up last night. I couldn't even check my phone because it'd be too far away. So like I'd be like laying on my back, and I'd be like, and it would hurt. And I think because you're tired, you're just in the middle of the night, you can't like think about how do I maneuver in a way that I don't get hurt, you know? So you're too tired to do it. It's like the reason that women fall in the toilet sometimes. They sit in it if the seat goes up in the middle of the night, you know? Because they're not paying attention. Women just sit on things. They don't know what they're sitting on. But seriously, though, it's the same thing, right? You're just tired. You're just like, I don't know what's happening. I'm going to speedrun this. How about you make a 4th dungeon, but the community builds it? That would literally be amazing. I wonder if there's a way. I would love it if there was a way that we could somehow have community dungeons, or like just a tool. Like if we could release a tool for making maps, because the way we make the dungeons, it's very easy. It's not hard, but it's in Unity. Like it's a Unity thing. Like what's like an entrance or something, right? It's very, very easy. So here's like the Medilab entrance, for example. It looks like this. See? And then it gets exported to a file and then just loaded at runtime and loaded up when the game starts, right? But I don't know. Oh, God. It hurts to breathe. A map editor. Oh, my God. An internal map, like in-game, in-world, like an in-engine map editor would be sick. Like StarCraft. If we made menu entries for literally everything, the players could kind of make their own dungeons. The thing with the dungeons, though, is there's some technical aspects to it, like the loot that you want to get generated in it that you have to specify, what rooms might connect with what other rooms, just little things, what enemies might spawn. So it's not just the layout, but for the community, it probably doesn't matter. They probably just want to make something that looks cool. I need to open my borders. What is he doing? Oh, look, we have a little fiddle animation. Look. Come here, dude. Where are you going? Kim. Rizard. Look, he's just look at that fiddling. Okay. Yeah. We should get the main game done first before we worry about outsourcing community tools. Okay. Where are these little things that are different now? Here. I mean, what if... Yeah, I guess just revert the debris pile change. But it was just... Before we worry about brainstorming how it could be better. Like, the rocks are okay just because you can see them. It's like, okay, that's like a thing. Easy to click on, too. When they're small, it's hard to click on things. I got the DNA frags. I'm going fast. In a speedy insomniac. Okay. All right, so I have to go to the Atlantic sector first. Because that's all I have. So, okay. It's got bots, see? And the lucky kernel. Yeah, it'd be great. Being able to edit starting stations and then share them on Steam Workshop would be really fun. Same with dungeons. It'd be really, really fun once it's there. Where am I doing? Oh, yeah, I need to be a research station. Okay. And a trade pod, too. Okay. We're speedrunning, dude. We should make, like, nukes or something. Like, something that can be, like, the speed, like, the the goal, you know? Purified water. So I think apparently worms are the only thing that will spawn out here, huh? In the vastness of space. I did something with worm meat. I don't remember what it was. I feel like I did something with it. What's C420? Is that like some sort of marijuana? Oh, I see what you mean. That's like the end game goal. I got what you're saying. I get what you're saying. C420 sounds like it'd be like a marijuana thing, though, right? Like if you explode in a room, like everybody gets high. There's a way to make the station bigger. All you gotta do is go to a dungeon and get an expansion permit, and you can increase the size. Also, you can type in cheater in the build menu and do it there as well. And also, if you go to the options menu, you can spawn items by right-clicking in the item selection window. And then if you open the item selection window and you show all, and you right-click, it'll spawn at your core. So you could do that as well. So I'll spawn like a Galarium or something, right? So there's a Galarium. Whoa. Now I'll sell it later. Yeah, for the nuke, I know. How are the pre-backed areas formatted? Okay, so they're a bunch of rooms. So there's a bunch of... I'll show you a dungeon in a second. But all they are just a bunch of rooms. So, like, here's a room. So the rooms are pre-built, and then the rooms are just kind of randomly placed and rotated. But the rooms themselves they're pre-built. So it's not really that procedural, the dungeons. So we just take a bunch of rooms, put them together. Also, Victor, I started manually sorting all of the items by rarity. But it has to get done manually. Like, by manually, I mean, like, in the list. I just put them... It's not in code. It's just, like, in the list. I'm like, oh, I guess gold pot has to be placed before PDA in the list, you know? And that's not something you can control. What are my dudes doing? Just stuff? So the first system doesn't have anything scary in it. Oh, I need a storage zone, too, don't I? There. Ba, 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 ba. Also, you get upgrade modules to increase the, or control chips rather, to increase your max colonist cap, also found in dungeons. Which should be fun. And again, never been in this dungeon. Oh, dude. Rooms must be at least 30 degrees for this larva husk. Nah, I don't care. I'm just going to sell it. Let's go, dudes. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We had a bunch of skills, too, if you haven't been here in a while. Like the speed skill. Caps at 99, like RuneScape. Also, you can have colonists eat items right from their inventory now and drop them as well. Is there public testing yet? No, but you can play right now, Lore Nerd. Like, I mean, it's pretty much public. We're going to have, I think we're going to do testing on the earlier access branch without a password in January, but you can play right now if you just type in this password, Roach EU Crowd, onto Steam, and then you can just play this build. The RuneScape's the best. I don't even care. Victor doesn't even like RuneScape. Can you imagine that? Guys, we're fun the game right now, right? And girls. Other. Victor, how do you not like RuneScape? You don't like good stuff? You just don't have enough autism.
I don't know, it's just a grind.
Yeah, that's the point, man. It's fun. It's like simple. It's like easy. Yeah, you nailed it right there. Yeah, it's grindy. Roach EU Crowd. You'll remember it. One day there won't be a password. For now, because this wilderness update is... We're still fixing some bugs and getting some kinks out. We're just not doing public testing yet. But basically anybody can test. You can give the password to people. I don't care. Yeah, just right here. It's Roach EU Crowd. You can give it to people on Discord. You can say, I don't care. You can even mention it in Discord if people ask. It's Roach EU Crowd. Wouldn't it be funny if Kiva said, like, people at Discord are wanting the update? What if they actually meant this update? Like, what if they meant the build, you know? That'd be funny if they did. And maybe they did. Wouldn't that be hilarious? They're like, we literally just want to play the game. And they're like, you want one now? Okay. Also, food is tracked up here now. Food tastes good sometimes. Roach EU Crowd. Here's a crystal shard. The hard thing about the intro of the game is that I already know what I'm doing. So I'm just waiting for these fools to take care of business. Oh, they need beds and stuff in this game, don't they? Let's do that. Bed. Bed, toilet, by the way, is the ultimate strategy for getting beds early game. Bed, toilet. Every time. And then we'll just... I'm going to do like a weird situation. Here. And a hallway here. And a standard floor here. And delete that there. I'm going to put a bedroom right there, so I'm going to build it eventually. What is this? Bioshroom. I feel like I didn't turn something on. Is it on? Voice mod. Voice mod? Hear self. Can I hear myself now? No, I can't because it wasn't on. Dude, do you know what Dolby Atmos is? Because I didn't, and now I do. What the hell?
No.
Well, I don't actually know what it is, but something. It's like software that will like increase like the spatial calculations or something of your audio, so it sounds more 3D. Great for Warzone. You can hear footsteps much better. But I had to turn off. I was like, it wouldn't work at first. Because you can play a test sound to see if it's correct. And the test sound it plays, I think, is a Windows system sound. But I have all my system sounds set to none because I hate the Windows system sound so much. So I was like, it's not working. So I'm like, what if I turn off this voice thing? All right, I can hear myself now? No, I still can't hear myself? Huh. Okay, fine. Hello? What does this do? Open volume mixer. It's probably just playing the wrong thing. Fine. Fine voice mod. I'll never get to hear myself talk. Do you plan a pickup priority? Pickup priority of what? Do you mean like, oh, like these things out here? So for example, let's say you want the crystal shard first. Right now, there's no plans for it. But I think I know what you mean. Like, if you can be like, hey, get this one first, like maybe like a flag or something, and you're like, or maybe you click it, or maybe just like get this now. You can always, manually make them do it. Like, you'd be like, hey, just take this and just put it somewhere. But right now, there's nothing. See, now he's got it. What is it, sleep time? That's up on the floor. Dude, last game when I was playing the other day, one of my dudes got upset. But I think he had depression because he got hit in the head by a zombie. I think. So I looked at my dude and he was like depressed. I'm like, what's going on right now? But like, I don't really ever look at my guy's happiness. It's so dark in here. Eating some food. All right, I have to eat some food too. My colonists are eating, I'm going to eat. It's all the same thing. Victor, what if we just made The Sims 2 University? That's just funny because it's like one specific expansion pack. Like, what if we just copied The Sims 2 University? What if we just called it Starmancer 2 : University? And we add sprinklers to the game in case you're cooking. Yeah, it's no problem. You can clip the password. Anyone can have a password, Lord Nerd. It's right here. There you go. It's just by having a password, I think it helps with the, like, the expectations. Because if you have to enter a secret password to get into it, I would like to think there's more consenting to the fact that it's a temporary thing. I thought I fixed this bug when this colonist got fixed. It's Roach EU crud. But it would seem that I did not. See, look, he's stuck in this wall. Mm-hmm. Well, he's not stuck in the wall, I think. Maybe there's no floor under him. It's a blueprint floor. That's why. There's a blueprint floor underneath him. That shouldn't matter at all. Because there should still be a floor underneath him, right? I don't know. Okay. Kind of want to kill this worm for fun. Get some worm meat, dude. Wormies.
What if we added a vegetarian perk?
What does that do? Okay, because they refuse to eat meat.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. We don't have enough meat, I feel like, though.
No.
Worm should drop something gross, like worm eyeball. But slinker bacon's pretty good, too. Or raw slinker meat. Chewy slinker meat's pretty good, you know? It cannot keep saying worms are the backbone of the economy. I see that's so funny. He's like, the guy says, just copy Sims University and nothing else. Just systems everywhere that connect to nothing because you didn't also copy base Sims 2. I'm not trying to copy Sims 2. I just want to copy Sims 2 University. What if you can like send your colonists to like college or something? That'd be the funniest thing. We could add like a college. We could do that maybe. We could have like a college dungeon. It wouldn't be an actual college. It'd be somehow, Starmancer type college. But what if we had like pilot school or something? That could be really fun. Like something like that, like a pilot school for flying spaceships later. Or something like that. That could be cool. This is kind of a big dungeon. Or kind of a big asteroid, rather. The starting system is the most boring system, by the way.
What if you could sometimes like find a school bus that spawns?
I would be happy with that. A school shuttle?
Could you sport? Yeah.
Right. That would be really cute.
And then
Right, it'd be fun, and it should look like a school bus. It's yellow. You know it's safe. It's like it's not supposed to be risky. It's like a yellow. That looks like it should look like the Fortnite bus, dude. We should just copy the Fortnite bus, bro. A sim pod would be cool too.
Have like a bunch of skills and stuff.
Well. It'd be kind of interesting if we added like hidden skills, like magic or something, you know. So you go to like magic, you go to Hogwarts. Let's that we should have Hagrid. We could. What if you should make Hagrid be the last boss, the last enemy in the casino ship? But anyway, you go there and then you get like a new skill. It could be maybe fun, but I don't know. I like showing all the skills. Can barely hear Victor. Well, I should probably turn up Victor then.
Really
No, it's not you. It's me. No, it's not you. It's me. It's my settings that are bad. Say something, Victor.
Yeah. Hello. Testing.
Say it again.
Hello.
Yeah, you should be better. You're a lot better now.
All right.
Dude, Grammy was playing Halo Reach last night and doing pretty okay. Not in multiplayer. He'd get crushed.
Bro.
He's a noob. But he was playing the campaign. I was like, 1v1 me, bro. I bet he would 1v1 me, but he'd probably like get mad if he lost. If you beat Hagrid, you do get a pet. You get his cabin. You get the keys. You get the keys to Hagrid's cabin. And inside, one dragon egg if you can find it. So in a separate dungeon or separate system, sometimes Hagrid's cabin spawns, and inside there's an egg. This guy's going to suffocate, I bet. He's been outside for so long. I need someone to be a builder. Also, I need to, like, get my station in order. I just haven't been doing that. So, okay, I need a builder. Someone hates building. But someone else doesn't hate building. He loves researching. This guy loves 3 things. That's a lot of jobs to love. He's going to be a terrible builder because he loves researching, so he's not going to do that. This guy hates building. This guy loves stocking machines. I don't have any good builders, dude. Oh, man, that's not good. If he has a job he doesn't like, it's only like a -1, right? He'll survive with -1. He doesn't have... Oh, you can't even make it a higher priority because he's like, I'm not going to do it. I don't care. Okay, well, never mind. You don't have to do it, buddy. Okay, well, I guess after the machines have been stocked, which is going to take a while, he'll start building. Yeah, with Whispers from the Void, we could have a Psychic Skill. A Psychic Skill would be fun. Also, you could add context options, too, if you have them. So, like, if you, like, you click on another colonist, and if you have the appropriate skill, it'll say, like, I don't know, Hypnotize or something, whatever, you know? Psionic Blast, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty easy to implement, not that bad. If you get telekinesis, you could, like, pick up objects from afar. Like, there was that, like, gold coin or something in, like, the Varrock Bank in RuneScape that, as a kid, I was like, oh, if my magic was high enough, I could get that item for free. We could have Karamja Island, Victor, the island. Do you ever play RuneScape, Victor, or do you just hate it for no reason because you're a bigot?
I played it.
Okay, just making sure.
Like 20 years ago or something.
It's still going. Strong. Also, a telekinetic wedgie would be hilarious. Telekinetically... What if I felt like telekinetically bullying people, like with psychic abilities?
And also, last time I played
Professor X, but he's like a pervert. Yeah?
I went to some island and like got a bunch of bananas.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I just said. Karamja Island, bro. That's the banana island, man. You don't even know what Karamja Island is. Someone pooped in this corner. Was it you, Victor?
No.
Dark? Okay. I mean, I believe that you said that. I believe you said that it wasn't you.
Poop, like right in open so everyone can see it.
Yeah, me too. I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Like, you're not supposed to poop anywhere in a room, so it's like I don't really see the what it matters for, you know? Okay, I need to sell something, though. I need to sell treasure. And also... Look, C4. C4 should not go into relics. It's got to go somewhere else eventually, huh? I don't really want to get rid of my poop yet. But there's something else I need to sell. Which is what? Let's just sell this. And the eggs for now, too. And also... silicon. And also... this stuff. And also... ice. And also... what else? What do I have? Slinker meat? That's just sell. What does it sell for? $250? That's not bad. That'll get me where I gotta go. It's sentimental C4, yeah. It's like your grandma's wedding ring or something. That's what everybody like. It goes right here. Because you hate grandma. Let's put poop somewhere. Real quick. Poop. Over here. This will be the actual poop corner. And we'll put bio waste in it. Until we get the food recycler, which I do need eventually. But for now, I need to warp. What's left? A couple biomass. Some slinker meat. A couple ice. And that might be it. So tomorrow morning, they should be done. Day 2. See? Min-maxer, Victor. Day 2, I'm out of the first system.
Yeah.
Technically, you could leave whenever you want. Unless it costs 3,000 to go to the next system, which like it did for me. Doop, 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 doop. I don't have any dedicated builders or dedicated anything. I don't need them. Look at these guys, like synchronized walkers. Okay. What's got low? Oh, I forgot to build an oxygen emitter. There you go. Okay. Are asteroids no longer a thing? Not the traditional asteroids. The traditional star map no longer exists. Instead, you can just find the resources out in the world. Oh, I did take a discussing colonist. I don't even pay attention to that. He's got morbid curiosity, though. Oh, he likes the toilets, though. He'll sleep in the toilets. Okay. That's good, then. He's got his own little bedroom. I want to put the bedroom in here, but there's a lot of poop in this room. Also, don't I need, like, a door? And also another door? To get in? 2 ways in, 2 ways out. They're taking the poopy. Everything should be good if I warp, right? It'll tell you now, too. So I have to go to the Atlantic sector. I'm going to purple because it's cooler. If you warp now, you leave behind 0 colonists. See, loading screen's not done yet either, guys. This is also why it's not totally live. Just little things. Okay, Victor. I haven't seen the lucky kernel yet. This is my strategy, my plan. You know what? You should not use someone with morbid curiosity to be like your explorer. Because you should use the other guy to rescue them, you know? Like, if you have morbid curiosity, they should be the guy that rescues the dead people.
Yeah.
Because the guy with morbid curiosity is dead. It's like, who cares about that, you know? Okay, so who's it going to be? It could be the disgusting... Oh, he's got morbid curiosity, though. Speedy? As long as they're not my researcher, it's okay. And they're not, so come here. What color do I make you? Black, right? That looks intimidating. We'll draft them. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to close the borders as well. I don't know. I mean, I could fight these mangoes and clear out these astros. I don't want to, though. Also, this dungeon's pretty big right now, dude. Like, a lot of goodies on here. Also, when I stream, my performance is so much worse than when I don't stream. Which is, I guess, to be so much. There's a lot of mangoes here, dude. We're working on a new enemy for this, by the way.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough.
Not for me. I'm so good at this game. I'm monitoring his health right here. See, he's got 10 out of 50. How does he have so much health? He just started with 5 health. See, it's easy peasy. What's his strength? 11, dude? It's not even hard to kill mangoes. If you're good. Except that with the second mango, though. He dropped something, an encrypted data chip. I need him to actually get some food or something. I'm going to take... What does space rations heal? I think it's low, right? It's 3. What does water heal? 3. I'm going to take the space rations. I'm going to take 2 of them. And I'll need 1 more afterwards. What if that mango was, like, just coming right for me? So you can make them eat right here, see? Left click, and then they'll eat it. So, and heal. I'll take 2. And I'm going back in. I need to find... I want to find the punching bag room. And I can trade up my strength for, like, several iterations. And then he'll just start one-shotting they're, like, just murdering everything. Also, if competence is low, their hit chance is lower. So if your dudes get addicted to space rock the way mine always do, like, your fighter eventually just can't hurt anything. Because he just can't hit anything. Because his competence gets so low. What's that icon? Oh, that's a cute lamp. This is all new to me. Dark cosmetics, window floor. Ah, the mango! He's like, it's waiting. Ah, this poster's really cute, Victor. Actually. You guys see this? This is really cute. Look at this. It's like a little playing card. How fun is that? Look at that. Aw. I'm going to take that. That's really cool, actually. And I'm going to move it into the ugly bedroom. Which is ugly why? Because of bedrolls? Well, now it's less ugly, aren't you? It's just, it's nothing now. It's a neutral. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Okay. It's mine now. Also these lights, too. Purchase. 100 crystals. You should put, the billboard sprite material on these. Maybe you tried and it just didn't work correctly. On the lamp. The light bulb, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, maybe you tried and it just didn't work correctly, though. Because of the material stuff.
No, I said it.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Let me just eat one of these again. And let me fight this mango. Nope, I already have that mango queued for death. Get him. There's a 1% chance that mango will knock this person out per hit. Per successful hit. It's low, but not impossible. Come on. Punch him. He's like, screw you, mango. I just killed your brother. Mango 1. What's this? Oh, I got C4, dude. What's this? So we're going to jettison this loot. Jettison this loot. But we're going to take this C4. You guys want me to blow something up? It'd be really cool. I'm going to blow up some enemies or something, though. Something more fun. What is everything bitching about in my game right now? It's like low temperature, low oxygen. Oh, that'll fix itself. Nothing being researched. Not really that big of a deal. I should probably get power, though. I'm going to get a waste recycler, actually. Go to Super Factory. Okay. 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 Don't care. Ba-ba-ba. What's that sign? That's a cool one, too. This looks really cool, actually. The blinking casino sign's very fun. Let's put that in there, too, man. That's a very cool cosmetic. See, I think it's fun to go around and cover the cosmetics, too, you know?
Yeah.
This dungeon isn't finished yet, by the way, guys. We're just working on this one. No, see, now I got Asteroid Ridge. I think the Frozen Waste is my favorite. I don't know why. I think there's something about zombies that I find, like, easy to understand. And then the Waste Station is my least favorite, but I think it might just be because it's the oldest one. And so I've just seen it 1,000 times, you know? Oh, he leveled up health and got full health again. Mango! Not right now, they don't, Lazy Kitty. It'd be cool. Something we've talked about. Oh, what is this? Who is this guy supposed to be, Victor, on this poster? It looks so cool. I wish all the game was as easy to make as posters, you know? it's easy to make cool posters, you know? That's really cool.
Thanks.
Does it do something? I'm taking this right now. It's so cool.
It doesn't do anything.
Ah, the blueprint is the blueprint model or something is the Frozen painting.
Oh, no.
Probably because you copy paste it. I see the description says just looking at it. It's no big deal. This is what we're doing here is we're QAing it.
Yeah.
Something to talk about with rare materials though is maybe like some kind of Starmancer core would be fun, and maybe it's radioactive or something, and then you get it to craft the higher level gear. Oh my god, there's an alien prism here. He's friendly though unless you attack him, right? How much health does the alien prism have? 30? I think the C4 will kill him in one hit. We just have to trap him somewhere. He's friendly, isn't he, until you attack him? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to plant the C4, and then we're going to walk away. Y'all ready for this? If I don't kill him, he's going to be very mad, by the way. There's no visuals yet either. Did the items go away too? Oh, no, they didn't. That's awesome. Okay. Okay.
Oh, damn.
It just killed everything. The windows are out of range, though. See? Okay. These posters are fun. These posters are fun. Oh, a propaganda billboard. I never get to see those things. The propaganda billboard is actually really cool. I haven't seen it in like forever. Okay, there's nothing here. What's in there? A circuit or something? Okay. 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 All right, Mango. I haven't gotten any like food yet, have I? Oh wait, there's a potato here, isn't there? I swear I saw a potato. I can eat that. What are my other dudes back at a base doing? Anything? All assigned tasks finished. So there's a mango out there. I'm kind of afraid it's going to kill my dudes though. And also, I don't really want my base to not be on lockdown either right now. So I'm not sure what to do exactly. Also, I feel like potato probably doesn't heal that much, right? It heals 5? That's pretty good, actually. Also, so food is like kind of RuneScape style. It'll heal you. Which makes, I think, it sort of fun. There's just Mango Island right here. There's 3 of them. There's a chance that they didn't even spawn as part of the dungeon and instead spawned as part of the asteroid. Because they're not in any floor. They're on the asteroid floor. What's that? What is this? Matter Fabricator? Oh. Colonists poos out whatever they last ate. Can be anything edible. The game is just Space RuneScape, yeah. Yeah. We need to have members-only areas as well. No, there's no research changes yet. It's all the same basic stuff. I mean, some of like times I think have been adjusted, but it's mostly like the trading part you have to research now, but it's mostly the exact same. Many things in Decor are now gone, and you have to find them instead. Mm-hmm. Also, I would love MIDI music. I don't even care. It was so great. The RuneScape soundtrack was amazing. I mean, I guess I can just sell this if I don't want it. It's the matter refabricator, Victor, the one that makes you poop out the things you last ate. But I don't really need it, so I guess I'll just sell it. I don't really want it. So I'll just sell it instead. Okay. Just imagine if there was something spooky in here. Bulky cosmetics. Okay. The hollow display. Ooh, I got some Piscate. Dude, I've seen so many of these lights that you designed, the pillar of like floodlight in a real life, that I'm like, oh, I guess those are real things. Like I knew they were real things, but I'm like, I never. Once I started looking for them, I'm like, they're everywhere at construction sites.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a recipe cache too. Oh my god, why is he so hurt? Oh, never mind. His health skill increased. You can't see it, but it says his health, bottom right corner, his health skill increased. Then he leveled up. Punch the mango. What's that? Take that. Anything else? Nothing in this loot room? In what's supposed to be... Oh, wow. Metal cosmetics. What's this room? What's in here? A gold pot? Who put a gold pot in a bedroll? Yo, did you watch Ancient Apocalypse? Graham Hancock's thing on Netflix, dude? It's always so fun.
No.
It's all about the idea that there was some sort of advanced civilization that was wiped out by a comet. By the way, here's a what? An expansion permit. Whoa, increase the size of your base. So you find one of these, it'll increase the size of the base. Watch. Once I pick it up. It did. I just wasn't paying attention. But it did. See? Now it's plus by 1, so it's bigger. Also, when you warp, anything outside is lost. Outside your base is lost. I mean, I can just ignore the island of mangoes, right? What's there? Water? That doesn't really... I don't need that. I'm going to open up my borders. And then my dudes will just start fixing stuff on their own. And they'll clear it out. And then they'll do something about these mangoes, I'm sure. I need... I prefer the control module, though, or whatever it is. The implant chip, or whatever the heck it's called. Also, I could use some shelves. I feel like I should keep the space rations. Possibly sell the biomass. I do need power also. Which you can put a lot of stuff outside. What if I just do this? This thing sells for a lot, right? 2,500. I could take this bed too, maybe. What does it cost? Like 4K, maybe 2,000. But then I can't warp out of here. I'm going to the frozen waste next because I think ice is just simple. It's nice to get ice easy. I can get ice and just profit for hours. Okay. Just waiting. Should I make this person stop researching so that, like, other stuff can get done? Or should I just be like, you just research and do your thing, buddy? Also, is this room going to have low oxygen literally forever? Because I swear that it is taking forever for this thing. Then again, it hasn't been that long. It's just day 3. And day 3 literally just started. What happened there? Weird. Anyway, if you want to play this right now, you can. Type in Roach EU Crowd on Steam. And you can play right now. Wow. But only if you're on PC. If you're on Mac or Linux, you got to use an emulator right now until we make a build. This guy's literally sleeping in this bed because it's nicer. It's kind of a nice room, though. Look, it looks pretty cozy. What's that, a poster? Oh, I like that one, too. You should have to purchase these things, which means they need the object state component on them, Victor.
Oh. Yeah.
But it's not that big. It's not that serious either. This poster makes me think of, like, Dr. Disrespect, I think.
Yeah.
At first, that's who I thought it was. I was like, is that Dr. Disrespect, dude? In my game? Just write like violent speed momentum. That's what you should write in there. Going to sleep. Look what the alien prison was. Did using C4 blow them up pretty fun? What if the alien prisms dropped something good, but they were hard to kill? Would that be fun, maybe? I don't know. So like if you found one, you'd be like, oh, I got one. This is my opportunity, you know, to start slaying. Then you heal up and stuff. Do you know if the propaganda billboard's a one-shot memory? It probably is, right? Also, it needs to have the object state component, which it should have, actually. I didn't buy this. It must have it. Curious why I can move it without purchasing it. You should just write that down, please, Victor. That the propaganda billboard has to be purchased first. That one definitely should be purchased first. The paintings, that's not as big of a deal. Because, like, whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. Just kind of for fun. Get to work. This guy just drank alcohol, dude. You son of a gun. None of the. It's interesting. I didn't get that many rooms in this casino ship. I just got like the public areas, and I got like the security area, like the illegal area. But I didn't get any of the gaming rooms. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Did I not rebuild the DLL yesterday? Oh, that's what happened. Maybe I didn't rebuild. Yeah, that's all right. Traveling into the thing. Transporting items, ignoring these mangoes. Gonna get some ice. Looking at the mango. Where's this buddy at? He's researching something? Hang on. I'm just gonna plop him right here. He's got spaghetti, so he should be okay. Punch, punch, punch. And punch, punch, punch. He's drunk, though. Mangoes are easy to kill, so you were worried. You thought I couldn't. I'm like, I'm pretty good at this game. I played it before. All right. Ice miners. What is that thing? An encrypted data chip? I'll just sell that as well. For 1800. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Maybe I should stop after the brick factory so this guy can just do more work. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. Waste recycler is done. Once I have power. I don't even need power, though. I'll just use the upgrades. Instead, there's my poop. Can you put a toilet outside? Okay. Let's do that. It's easy. Is that marked for deletion? Or is that a bug? No, I think it's just a bug. That's a weird bug. Door. Wow, you're killing me, man. You can't be red forever. You can't be. That's not okay, Wall. What's it gonna do? You come here, boy. Come here, boy. Mark it. Oh, I won't even be able to delete it, though, will I? Alright, here's what we'll do. Move this here. Move that here. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, guy. Why can't I delete it? I don't really care that much about the atmosphere leak, to be honest with you. How does purchasing things you find work? So the purchase cost is the same as the if you go here. So like this thing, the chemistry table, if you go to purchase, it'll say the cost is 5,000 crystals, can't afford, right? So it's the same as the cost here. But if you find it, you don't have to unlock it, so you can just buy it. Then you have to move them into your dungeon, or into your base. No one wants to delete this wall for me? I'm just going to vent all my atmosphere to space. Is that what's going to happen here? Okay. Alright. Oh, it's fixed now. Whatever. Standard panel. Let's do wood panel purple in the bedroom. and in the bedroom. And over here, we could do like a glass floor, maybe. There. How beautiful. Hmm. Build. There it is. Do you need power? No, you don't. Not anymore. Alright, cool. I can get rid of this storage zone for bio-waste as well. I don't want people taking poop out of the toilet. They can just stay right here. And just do its thing. Victor, I decreased the, it takes much longer to craft, to make biomass. Like, much longer. Now it takes 6 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
Because players, there's too many, just generating so much.
Yeah.
The cafe. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Patrick. The thing with scavenging is it's easier to scavenge than it is to research it, because researching it takes forever. Well, I don't know I don't know about what it means to be easy necessarily. But like, why would you buy a chem table for 5K at any time? You know, because the convenience of it, right? Because you do it anytime. But you can just find them so reliably. It's the tough thing. This is probably, this is literally the same chem table. It's not like a different one. That's all. Maybe if there's something you had to do, like a skill or something, to unlock it. Ice. Get the ice. Kinetic bullets go pew. There's poop out there. Probably the disgusting person. I can ignore this one with the silicon in it. I'll just do some ice. Ice. I don't think crystals spawn in this system. I should tell you, though. And they do not. How much more work must get done? It's so dark everywhere, too. I'm gonna steal some of these floodlights. If I can find it. Here's one. Okay. It's just so dark right here, right? There. Like, if scavenging stuff had some sort of cost, would be okay, too. You know, like, just as an example, what if it was, like, irradiated? You had to, like, scrub it or something. You know, something like that. Would be okay, too. But right now, there isn't any there's none of that stuff. That's just why it costs the same to scavenge stuff. And also, because otherwise, if you bought this and then moved it and then deleted it, you get a refund, and I'd have to track like, oh, you didn't buy it for the regular price. You bought it for the scavenge price. Which is not that complicated, but it's just something, just those type of things to think about. Where are you going for your free time, buddy? Just listening to this jukebox? Okay. 5,000. Like, here's an example. It's kind of nice if you buy it, they can just have this forever. Then you can just move it into your base without having to spend all the time researching it. So just move in here. Yeah, licensing fee. That's something I thought about as well. Is like maybe it's just like a, you know, you pay some X amount of money. Again, as the fee. Yeah. This guy's listening to something that's no longer here. I mean, I can just take a bunch of these paintings, huh? Let's just make everything pretty. Also, we changed beauty a little bit. And we simplified it. Here. So now if beauty is greater than 25, you get +1 morale, +1 speed, +1 competence, and at greater than or equal to 50, you get +2 morale, +2 speed, and +25 competence. So a little bit simpler to understand. So active effects, +1. See, +1 morale. Someone's stomach was damaged? Who are you, oh? Uh-oh. Okay, let's do this. Let us take our security guard and... Oh my god, I can't even drop them in here right now. Okay, you might die, buddy. No, wait, maybe not. Okay. Go here, go here, go here. Go here, go here, go here, go here. Go here. Oh my god, he's about to die. Oh, he got healed, though. Oh, thank god. And look, he got some alcohol out of it, too. Alright, so after one more day, at the end of this day, I'll be good to warp, I think. Victor, should I go to the Frozen Wastes? Or should I go to Asteroid Ridge? Or should I go to Asteroid Ridge?
I have no clue.
You have no clue? I'm going to the Frozen Waste then. I'm getting the Medilab.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight some zombies. Just for funsies. Okay. Suppose I can get some space rock out there. I like Mango Island. I kind of want to kill them for their water. This is strange. Oh, I think this entire asteroid just got, like, consumed. Or just couldn't spawn because of the dungeon. Do I really care about this one ice? I do. I'm going to get it. Bum 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 bum. Mine, 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 mine. And he's taking it back. Where you going, buddy? Oh, free time. I see. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. There you go. Everybody in? Frozen Waste. Let's go. The Frozen Waste. Ugh. Victor, I feel like you should try out Halo's Forge. You might like it. But you need someone to play Halo with. Like, you have to play Halo. Yeah, it's a level editor. How do you not know what Forge is? Didn't you ever play, like, Halo 3?
No.
You guys see what I mean?
I've never owned an Xbox.
God. Alright, we're going to this thing. It's day 4. You listening to music? Do you have the memory for listening to tunes? They call it toilet juice. That's a +2. That's a power pine saw. Okay, he's good on free time. Come here, buddy. Kim Rosario. We're going to hell, baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. This is kind of a small dungeon. What spawns in here? Cuddlers? And zombies? Come here, you goddamn zombie. Zombies are so easy to kill. Just start bashing them in the brains, dude. Yeah, seriously, no, yeah, that's a good question, the Lazy Kitty. Is that an excuse in an age where the Master Chief Collection is on Steam, Victor?
No.
Yeah, it's not an excuse. You son of a gun. You could play co-op with Grammy. Cute. Sometimes I call him Grammy at fight school, and I'm worried that I'm going to be embarrassing him soon, you know? By calling him Grammy instead of Graham, you know? So I just try to call him Graham instead, you know? He's only 4, so that's not that big of a deal. I don't want the other kids to be like, hey, Grammy.
Yeah.
Okay. Bashing the zombie. Medkit. I'll take that, actually. Medkit, please. Mysterious egg. Don't hide in the locker with the egg, dude. What's that? Actually, mental stabilizers sound pretty good right now. Anybody need them? Nobody needs them. Then go up here. Also need to make sure I'm selling this, and I think I am. That's true. He is named after a cracker. I tried to name him after the Grand Canyon, which is much better than a cracker, I thought. I want to name him Graham Cameron. Sound like Grand Canyon. Oh, you can't do it. So he's looking for a C name, so it'd be Graham C. Like, what's the C? Is it Cracker? No, it's Charles. Plus, it sounds good. He's Graham Charles. I mean, I would rather be named after... It's beautiful. Can I say that? Is it controversial to say that I like the Grand Canyon? And a lot of people feel that way, too. I'm not alone. But nobody cares. Which one are these? The stupid-ass pills that I hate? Immune boosters. Literally, the spawn chance is 1 or 2%. I just changed it to make it even lower. There's cake in this toilet, Victor. Should I eat it?
Yeah.
I'm definitely taking it. Okay. Ugh. Immune booster strong. Carrot cake. Get the hell out of here. This is an interesting dungeon. It's very tiny. This is like the smallest med dungeon I've ever generated. There's a bunch of rainbow mushrooms in here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stomp out these rainbow mushrooms and eat them for fun. And also, let's just take this. I'm pretty sure that's just a urinal cake. We should add that. That's actually really funny. It's just a urinal cake. That's so funny. All right, let me stomp out these things. I think you feel like an appropriate level of... I feel like kill this guy. Won't I get... If he dies in my base while he's infected, he'll grow rainbow mushrooms. We're gonna eat a rainbow mushroom and just see what happens. Can be eaten. Contains all the colors. Boom. You eat it. He's rainbowing. +5 morale. Probably affects other things as well. I don't know. Maybe competence or something. His competence seems pretty okay. It's 90%. I mean, that's not bad. Okay. 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 This was a tiny dungeon. Oh, there's a electro jelly right there. Where'd he come from? I need to get him back onto my base, though. I need you, electro jelly, to come to my house where I live. And I'll feed you. I'll feed you, little bird. There. I'll feed you, baby bird. I see enough power, though. I need to entice him. Come here, it's tasty. Doesn't this sound so yummy? All this power. Do dungeons have diseases that spawn in them? No. Not right now. There's space colonists that will spawn. There's like regular colonists, and they can have diseases. There's germs that will spawn in the dungeons, but I don't think they affect your colonists because they're wearing helmets. And so they're a different atmosphere. But right now there's no germs. That would be cool, though. I just don't know how that would how we do it specifically. It would be cool though. Like maybe just like a sicko area. Like if you walk in here, you get sick. We could spawn the slimes with diseases, actually, Victor. That wouldn't be that hard.
No.
And then they could
already spawn with diseases.
No, I don't think so. At least I don't think so. Maybe they do. I don't think they do though. They just have the what word did I just use? They have the capability. They can have diseases, but these ones don't. What is this? Water. Biomass. What's here? There's another mango up here. I'm going to murder him real quick. Why you hurt a little bit? You need to eat something? Just eat a med kit. Go, 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 go. Where's he going? No, he's listening. This guy loves the jukebox. I'll tell you what, he loves music, man. He's a music person. Oh, there's a toilet bathroom right there. See? Sleep in the toilet, wake up, poop, turns into biomass, eat it. No problem. Ice? By the way, Victor, that post you made about Dungeons and Balance, there's a task for making asteroids kind of, adding fun stuff. That's kind of what it sounds more like, Just making asteroids more interesting. Because right now all it's spawned, they're okay. But it'd be fun if other stuff spawned here, Just takes time. Using the potty, where? What potty are you using? Why is your head glowing still? Are you going to poop all the way out here because the one toilet's occupied? Okay, I'm just going to purchase this. And then he can Just have another row of toilets right there. Come here, buddy. He literally wakes up the moment that I get there. This hooligan. His helmet's broken. It's got the material property change on it. This is kind of a fun room for them, I guess. They're just kind of hanging out. Could I give them like a window or something? I'll move this to there. And then I'll do that there. There. I need bunk beds too, huh? You need like a high builder level for it though, like 20 or something. I'll start building stuff so I get my builder level up. Alright. I'm going to clear everything out and then maybe I'll start expanding. I'm not really expanding right now just because it takes time. And I don't need to. Because I know what I'm doing. Let me just lock... Oh, I can't lock the door. Electro Jelly, come back to my base, man. He won't, though. I have to, like, bait him, don't I? And my dudes don't have enough power, because... dude, bunk beds are the best. We should get, like, triple beds, cryopods. What is that? Why is that still there? Oh, I see. It's like a weird bug. It didn't come out. Is my autosave off? No, it's on. What's this battery cost? 5,000. If I sold my stuff, I could afford it. What do I have low power from? What's even consuming power? Doors? Maybe. Ooh, space rock. Data chip. And there's a mango here too, so come here, buddy. Rainbow spores. Colonists will die if they spawn. Okay. Attack! Cancel. What's that? Another rainbow mushroom? 5 health, 4 morale. Okay. Oh man, just getting them crystals, dude. Just, oh yeah, crystals, crystals, crystals. I like crystals. I think they have 100 each, so this is 300 he's gonna get. Oh, crystals. Billy McCrystals. So primarily what we're interested in at this stage is balancing and bug fixes. So making sure that not too much stuff spawns, so you don't get too much money too easily, or at least like it feels like you have to work for it. It's hard for us to play test it because I'm pretty good at this game. I know all the stuff. I know what to worry about. Also, if your only goal is to make money, it's probably pretty easy if you just focus on that. Whereas I'm not really decorating because I've already decorated so many times. But I guess I could while I'm bored. Let's do block floor. And we'll do... I don't know, bulky or something? I want to get Zentech. That's a fun one. If I can find the Zentech. Bam, 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 bam. These guys are going to run out of oxygen at some point, dude. Because they're never inside. Remember back in like a couple months ago, I had to surround the whole base with walls because asteroids would spawn adjacent to your base and enemies just wander in and start killing everything and eating everything. They don't do that now. So now asteroids always spawn with a little bit of a gap. Okay, how can I get this? Come here, Power Leech. Come here, buddy. Come here, guy. Oh my god, I missed like 3 times on clicking that somehow. Come here, Power Leech. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Oh, yes. We're going to keep leading him on, see? All the way. Come closer, Power Leech. Come closer, Power Leech. Just a little bit more. You're so dumb, Power Leech. Oh my god, is he not going to do it anymore? He's like, I heard what you said. Yeah, that was the kid from Community who did that skit, right? What's his name? What's the guy from Community? He's got the same name, Glover or something? Donald? Danny? Something like that? I heard what you said.
Yeah.
Which one's the guy from Lethal Weapon? And then which one... Is it Lethal Weapon? It's like Donald and Danny. It should be Donald, right? Donald Glover.
Yeah.
He could be full, but he didn't poop on anything. Oh, yeah, he did. It's right there. Ha! I'm so dumb. He's literally right there. It's blue jelly. You son of a gun. He did poop out some blue jelly. Lido Rosas is about to pee their pants. Oh, she really is about to pee her pants. You better pee quick, dude. Oh, that was a close... Wait. Oh, my gosh, she's going to poop her pants. Huh, okay. He actually did fully eat, by the way, for real. So that's actually what that is. Can I trap them somehow? Did they get everything out of here? Just a couple rainbow mushrooms. Are rainbow mushrooms food that they'll eat unprompted? I don't know. Med kits. This is a bed too, by the way. The morgue examination bed. It's a +2 bed. You can purchase it. Its beauty, though, should be different. Would be cool if your colonists could herd critters somehow. Yeah. It'd be fun to... Like, maybe what we could do, Victor, is like a food update and add like ranching, like add a lot of animals, more life, and just interesting things to do with them.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. It could be fun to have like a little lasso tool or something, like a Pokeball type situation. You know? You just like sort of pick it up and then it can
grab
drop.
it again.
Yeah. I only say Pokeball just to demonstrate like what I mean, right? Which is like somehow you just store it in an object and you just drop it later. Yeah, but it wouldn't be a Pokeball, yeah. I want space cows, dude. Remember one time you said there's no way we can have cows that have helmets on their head? Well, I think we should revisit that.
Oh, no.
You're so against it. I think it's so funny to have cows with astronaut helmets on their head, dude. Like, who put them on there? What are these? These escaped from some sort of farm? Okay, if you don't like that idea, what about cows with some sort of like jetpack? Like, well, how are they flying around? Like, got a jetpack. They migrate. I mean, I don't know why you're so against this, dude. It could be cool if there were like space whales, like other aquatic type creatures that could somehow, I don't know, just come in somehow. Like maybe in the background you could see like where the planets are. I don't know. And then you like place like a bait station. Maybe it spawns it. Also, summonable boss fights, Terraria style, would be fun.
Yeah.
Ugh. What is this that you just sent, Victor? Oh, this is like an image that you want to type in. I see.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I looking at right now? I'm like, is this like a blog post?
No.
Access to the developer branch on Steam. Enter this code. Okay, that's nice. Save image as desktop. Oh my god, what if my downloads were just something weird, dude? Developer wilderness code. Wilderness code. You can even put a space. That's okay. It's modern time. We can put a space in here. And I need to duplicate this. Can I copy it and paste it? I can. And what are we calling it? We're calling it the branch code or something. What? I didn't rename both of them. Interesting. Oh, I see. You can duplicate it for some reason that you might want to. Image. And this image is going to be called what? Code. Branch code. And the image is going to be wilderness code. Okay. There. Branch code. Right there, see? Much better. Roach EU crowd. That is the right password, isn't it? I hope so. This should be the right one. Developer. Roach EU crowd. Betas. Have fun. Easy peasy.
What happened to your webcam?
Oh, it's just behind it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like not a big deal. And then also on the stream deck, I'll make something for that, which is an OBS, an OBS thing. OBS. It's a source. Source? I wonder if Leonard's going to be here today. Usually he's coming and saying something. Source. Am I dumb? It's not source visibility, is it? Oh, it definitely is. Okay. Beta code. Source is scene. Or the scene is seen, apparently, because I didn't rename the scene. And the source is loading right now. I have to wait for this thing to finish. Waiting for sauces. Vic, did you ever play Nazi zombies in Call of Duty?
No.
That's pretty fun, too. I like multiplayer more, but Nazi zombies is pretty fun. Did the ice melt outside? No, this is probably a cache. There's probably a cache of water. You can find them, like crates that have them in it. At least I'm guessing that's what it was in this case. Oh my gosh, OBS, you're killing me right now. Scene. Branch code. Exit. Let's try it. It works. There. Oh, on the storage zone? It shouldn't have, if it did. I've been selling all my ice. And also, ice thaws into dirty water. But I think that it did not. Hopefully not, though. It's not supposed to, because there's supposed to be no temperature here. But, I don't know. It could have. I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes there's bugs in this game. Okay, we're going to move over here. I'm just going to airdrop them in. Just because I can. Die, you zombie scum. Die, you zombie scum. Gathering a resource. Which one is this? Space rations? No thanks. I will take this, though. I'm going to double my stuff here. Okay. Okay. I've been in this system forever. For eons. Ever since I was a boy. Oh, what's this? I need to delete this. So I didn't even see the debris pile. This is a little anecdote, Victor. Did I delete the other one at some point? I must have. Mining ice. We're mining ice. There we go, mining ice. Bam, bam, bada, bam. This is a big old asteroid, dude. What do you think's on here? Something, I hope. Come here, fellas. Come here, see? Remember my homie Nathan Kosh when I was like in the first grade? He would do this little thing. He'd be like, "Come here, she. I'm gonna blow your brains out, she." It's like he must have heard it in a movie or something. Look at this guy's strength is pretty high. He's got so many inventory slots. This guy still has cake too. I find that sort of funny. Go, 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 go. That's what I can build here, you son of a gun. Get wrecked, guy. Bye. Just oh my god. I tried to drop him off the edge and it didn't work. Awkward. Okay. Couple zombies. What's that? Food? Crystals? Billy McCrystals. Okay. What if there's something right there? There's not going to be that, I guarantee it. Uh-oh. Space rock. I'm going to get Space Rock Attic just so I can make some Space Rock. I don't really know what to do about Space Rock Attics. Because when they have it, they'll just keep eating space rock like forever, and there's like nothing you can really do about it. Because they'll make space rock. But maybe that's okay, you know? Oh my god, I have so many. How do you get so many rainbow mushrooms? Please tell me that they'll eat them. And also, let me expand the storage zone real quick. I feel like... Oh, it is. I'm like, I feel like storage zone should go under shelves, and it was. I just couldn't see it. Because I'm blind. Okay, let's get some shelves up in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 gap separation. Your colonists can still squeeze in there. Pretty good in tight spaces. Okay. I would like to surround this and make this inside, but I'm busy, so I haven't done it yet. Tarmartar seeds. Victor, you actually might like the DMZ mode in the new Call of Duty. It's a little bit like a Tarkov type situation. You drop into the map. You're mostly killing AI. Mostly, like 95% of the time. And it's just a Call of Duty. It's the map. It's the Battle Royale map. And you go and loot stuff. There's quests to do. It's pretty fun. There's vehicles you can drive around in. And then there's that shelf rotation physically pains me. This one, you mean? This? Talking about this? Does this pain you physically? Are you bleeding out your eyes? Or are you talking about something else? Maybe you're talking about something else. One time I asked Victor, like, hey, bro, you know what IKEA is? And Victor's like, I'm Swedish, so I'm there right now. Victor actually lost his virginity in an IKEA. Isn't that true, Victor? You know what you told me?
Yep.
I lost mine at a Walmart, so it's like, no, it's no big deal, you know?
Like the guns and ammo. So.
yeah. She gave me a Big Mac, so I gave her a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying, fellas? No, like, not really. Yeah, I don't know either. All right, I got this electro jelly finally. If he poops stuff out in the storage zone, that's kind of polite of him. But no, low power, though. I still want to build the Great Wall. I like building the Great Wall. I think it's fun. So I'm going to do that. I'm building the Great Wall. Trump's wall. Once everything here is taken care of. It's so dark, too. Also, Victor, I would like it if you had, like, RimWorld's, like, sun shadow thing. It looks really cool, you know?
Yeah.
But, it's pretty busy, you know? But it'll be fun. Lito Rosas. Remember, if you want to play, access to the web branch on Steam, enter this code, RoachEUCrowd. For 25% off this order, enter code RoachEUCrowd. You won't get 25% off, but you can enter the code. We could change the code to something easier. But I like that it's a random. I like that, like, you can't really remember it. Because it's not necessarily supposed to be something that just gets shared willy-nilly, but it's okay if it does. Should I give them better beds? They don't even need them. They don't even care. Morale's a hard thing to balance, too, because, like, I know everything that makes colonists sad, and I kind of get how you're supposed to play. And also, I only play the way I play. It's hard to play other ways, and so if I'm playing my way and things get harder than they ought to be, I can fix it. Like, I, for example, have one dedicated explorer. That seems to make the most sense, right? Because it's risky. But if you didn't, I bet it gets weird. Oh, God, it hurts to move. What are you doing, sleeping again? I should unlock work scheduling. In just a couple hours. Dude, what if you could... I don't know how I feel about this. But, like, what if instead of being able to purchase the chem table that you find outside, what if somehow you can get awarded a research experience for it? Could be something fun in that, maybe? Or maybe maybe it's like as an alternate, you could purchase it, but also you could choose to, like, reverse engineer, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. It's just sometimes it's like the chem table takes 1 day and 18 hours to get to. So like if you really needed it, it's like you could just research it probably. Like is it worth the effort to implement? I don't know. But then other things like the virus maker takes 28 days
Yeah.
at 0 skill. So I don't know, you know. Whereas for that one, it like definitely makes sense if you could like reverse engineer, maybe it awards 10% research progress or something. That's pretty good, you know. Do it 10 times, you get it. Maybe even 25%. Shouldn't be 100 though. That's too high, right?
Yeah.
Job scheduling. Okay, bozos. You're going to get 1 less sleep hour because you don't really need it. And go. Whenever I mess with the sleep schedule, people start passing out sometimes. I'm like, oh, God. Ugh. Here they go. Oh, yeah, I got to build the Great Wall after this. That'll give me a lot of builder experience, too. Hey, a crystal shard. Here we go. Also, possibly, Victor, the DMZ mode in Call of Duty is free to play, but I might be wrong about that. Because their Battle Royale Warzone is free to play, but I'm not sure if that includes DMZ. Because it's like a separate, you access it in like a separate menu, kind of. Like you choose what game do you want to play. You can choose like Modern Warfare 2, or you can choose like multiplayer, or DMZ, or Battle Royale. So I don't know, you know, if it's like included in there or not. Give me some shelves. Give me some shelves. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, he's building. He doesn't usually, people don't usually build till everything's done, right? Except this guy's going to. Do I have any space rock users? Not yet, but soon. Okay, 1 more set of things, then we're good. There we go. Just building so many shelves. His construction skills level 18, 19. 18, 19. How much experience is he getting for this? Jeez. What does this shelf cost to build? Why is he getting so... Is he high on something? Because some things that you can... It's not red. Like some things that you eat, like maybe the rainbow mushrooms might increase skill experience or something, you know? The skill rates increase so high, though, you probably can't get very high from building all this stuff. Eventually, it's going to just start being lower and lower. Damn, shelves give so much experience, dude. Maybe constructing things gives too much experience. I think the amount of experience you get is it's like calculated based off of the skill requirement to build it. In fact, we can go into the code and see. What is it called? The buildable component? I'm not sure. What if I do skill type dot construction here? Experience, calculate experience. It's construction skill times construction EXP per level. Well, what's that defined as? It doesn't tell me because it's an external DLL. Amount of experience. Okay. Okay. Wonder where it's at though. Probably high. What if I find Unity usages? If I find usages, it should show me somewhere, right? It doesn't. Let's look in the XML. Okay, that's okay. Seems too high, though. Reduce construction EXP per level slightly. Save. Out of here. Here we go. What is left in here? The Great Wall, right? Great Wall of China. All right, here we go. We're building the Great Wall. The Great Wall. Is that in my base or not? The Great Wall construction progress. Project begins now. Can't even be that expensive to do this, right? It's probably so cheap. It is really cheap. Walls are cheap, huh? It costs like 1 or something, 1 or 2. We'll go to the asteroid ridge because we haven't been there yet. This is the Chad way to play shelves, by the way, says Victor. That's what I'm doing, though, Victor, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the same layout. What's different?
No.
Ah, you're just worried about...
rotation.
Oh, you guys are so silly about that type of stuff. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. You mean you want it like this. I see. I see what you guys are getting at. Please tell me why every time I have to rotate it again, because I forget. Every time I can press a move, back rotate twice. That like remembers. Okay. Is that better? You guys like it like this? Because that's how I'm leaving it because of you guys. You want just make you feel better? You like this layout? I'll keep it here the whole time. I don't even care. Move. 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 I'm going to get carpal tunnel. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Let's just turn Starmancer into one of those clicker games. You know? This guy is low on oxygen. Looking for work. All assigned tasks finished. Free time. Free time. Are you trapped, buddy? That's interesting. I wonder why. He was on this floor, though. I wonder what trapped him. I don't know. Something trapped him. My heater's turning on, so I'm turning it off because it's too noisy. Ugh. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, I should probably explore this new area, right? This waste dungeon. Oh, this is a pretty big dungeon just got generated. Alright. You guys stay back on base. You finish the great construction project. This is not a walkway, was it? There it is. Me and the homies. We're gonna go explore this dungeon. Can't walk. Who is my clicking on right now? That's weird. Do people get stuck if they stop next to a wall sometimes? Is that what it is? That's kind of strange. I don't know. +1 research point for something else, depending on what machine you click on per click. Oh, I see what you... Yeah, for the clicker? Yeah. Like, let's say you have to do 1,000 clicks. You just keep this mask to click it to make it go faster. What if you had to, like... What if there was like a clicking component to like reviving a colonist, like a CPR type situation? And you had like it's like a heartbeat, and you like press spacebar at the boop, you know, boop, boop. So you gotta go spacebar, spacebar. Maybe that'd be fun. I don't know. All right, gonna start murking some slimes, dude. Come here, slimes. See, he's bugged too. See, definitely a bug. And I wonder what causes it. Is it something with constructing? But he didn't, there was nothing to construct over here. He was trapped, see? See, is this guy gonna get stuck here like the other guy did? No. If you click too much, they turn to zombies, so it'd be fun. Killing the slime. Getting some galarium. Generating power, okay. Okay. Slimes are harmless still. They're just gross. I'm not even afraid of the big toxic slime. My skill level's so high now. Galarium nest doesn't really... Ooh, there he is right there, see? Do I have anything I can feed him? Nothing. I'm not too afraid of him, though. I think I'll be okay. I'm pretty sure I'll be just fine. That's 3. 5. 5. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll kill him on the next hit, probably. Yeah. Take that. What's in here? A tomato. Okay. Let me close my borders too, please, so they stop running around on me. Gear would be fun too. The next update, we're planning on doing gear, like weapons and armor. And it should be it'll be much faster in this update. Well, I mean, hopefully. Another type of Galarium nest or something? What is this? Tomatoes again? I hope that my Electro Jelly doesn't run away. Auto-saving. Okay, I've had 2 dungeons, and both of them had the expansion permit, but I'm hoping that this one has the thing for an extra colonist instead. But I don't know. Victor, you ever notice that sometimes when a colonist has nothing context ordered, it'll have like a 0 in a random spot? What's the deal with that, man? Like right now, like why does it do that?
Yeah.
Why does it do that?
I think that sometimes when you cancel it, it doesn't remove. You know.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I got more. Oh, here it is, right here. Control chip. I can get a new colonist now. I don't like multiple personality. It makes me nervous. An aggressive fast learner? Okay. This guy's sick. He got sick from something. Slime belly. If I give him Space Rock, it'll cure it. I'm definitely taking a C4. Also, I should eat that corpse for fun. Dude, you remember these things spun like crazy? The life pods? Oh, those were the days. Ooh, check this out. It's the Men in Black pen. This is kind of fun. See, it erases the target colonist memories. It's a context thing. So you just give somebody and erase all their memories, and they forget, you know, where they came from or whatever. They forget all these memories. All these go away. So good if someone is upset. Yeah. What's in here? Anything? A watch. And a recipe cache, though. Give me something good, please. Give me Zentech. I got security posters. Miss? Okay, he just puked on the floor. Gross. Get out of here. He's got slime belly, right? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if he makes another slime. I don't really need another electro jelly, unfortunately, so it's game over for you. No, it's like a Men in Black style pen. And what it does is it just wipes there. It erases all their memories. I don't know what to do with the drone and ecosystem yet. I like it, but it can get confusing sometimes, I feel like. Because like out of nowhere, all of a sudden your dudes just start getting more unhappy. I don't know. I don't know if that's fun. I don't know. It'd be nice if somehow you had to like consent like to your colonists getting better somehow. Like if you're like, hey, I'm going to upgrade you. But now I can do stuff I couldn't do before. Like maybe I can equip gear now. But he has a -5 morale thing to force you to have to get better beds and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they forget they had to eat poop or saw a dead body. Yeah. And also the good memories too. They forget if you use that pen too. So like all these memories. So like food +6. All of this. I saw monster -3. I saw slime crit, whatever. Those all go away. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that is 7. It just seemed like it couldn't possibly be that low. What's that? Remove that. Kill him. Kill a slime. Scrap can be sold for money. Okay. How's the Great Wall going? Also, I feel like it's often my newest people who tend to get sad because they haven't had like all the pluses yet. And so like they get born and they just see like death everywhere and then they're unhappy. And like, oh, I'm sorry, but man, there's so many rainbow mushrooms. I feel like I'm gonna be good forever. Also, let's just start selling biomass. I think I can do that pretty safely. What's biomass? Is that chemistry? No, it's food, right? Yeah, it's food. I could also get a storage bin and store some stuff that way too. All right, explore. I can open my borders too. I need space rock so he stops vomiting on the floor. I still think I'm just going to blow this up. Oh, here we go. Want to see something kind of fun? You can force feed C4 to the slime monster. It'll kill it instantly. I don't know if it blows up, though, if you do that. I don't think so. Because you'd die if it did. Tomatoes. Okay. Okay. Which one is this? Essence of Galarium, 1200? That's a lot. Actually. Essence. It should be a material? Is that right? There it is. Oh, that's the best one? Wow, that's a good one, too. What? Right now, they don't upgrade. We just removed it. It was time, though. It was after 5 or 10 days of life. They would automatically upgrade to the next ego level. And then we removed all the colonists, the perk, like the upgrades you could choose here. And instead, we put them into the relics. So they're just relics that do sort of what the upgrades previously had been doing. So let me show you. So like this one increases all experience by 5%. This one reduces hunger need by 100%. This one reduces sleep need by 100%. This one, you can start fires. Spiked collar prevents zombie and cuddler infections. Is he done with his system? I think he is. I think he's done, Dilbert. There's ore here. Pretty lackluster asteroid, isn't it? There's like nothing there. What's in here? Mental stabilizers? Just decided you don't get ore today? Is that what decided? Like no ore in this system? This whole system? There's one ore node with 2 ore in it. That's no fun. Low power, low... Who's got low oxygen? Oh, right there. Oh, okay. Well, you're just gonna bitch for a little bit about that. But, we'll fix you eventually. They have not built any of the Great Wall yet. That's sad. So I don't have enough power. I need somebody to be a power generator, and also I need someone to be a builder. You're going to be a power generator, buddy. And maybe higher with building. And then let's do stocking machines. Let's keep you on base if we can. Although that's going to take you out of the base, won't it? Okay. Okay. Used to be a soldier. Otto Barack. Otto Barack Obama. I need another bed though. This guy, huh? Let me try something. Let me just get some bunk beds. I'll get the bunk beds like fast. So fast. Bunk beds, bunk beds, bunk beds. Bunk beds. Yeah, the purpose with the drone system and the ecosystem leveling up was like, when you're a brand new player, when you first start, it shouldn't be that difficult to make your colonists happy. And then as you play, you should have to do more and more to get your colonists happier and happier. You just don't know the best way to go about that. Like one way to make things scale naturally would be, this is not real, but as an example, like if you fed your colonist, certain foods, maybe I don't know, they would all of a sudden get a morale penalty because now they're pooping. They weren't pooping before. Now they're pooping, but there's no toilet. So it's like you give them food, it's +1, but no toilet, -2, maybe something like that. I don't know. It's hard to balance, though. It's hard to design. And then you have to build a better bathroom, right? But say then once you build tier 1 toilet, why do you got to build tier 2, There could also be like enemies that just get bigger and bigger morale penalties as you explore further, maybe. So it's like for example, if there was a demon, the demon might be like a -15 if you see it. So he has to be like extra happy, if he wants to fight a demon. -15 would be insane though. Maybe like -5 or something. Or like radiation zones could give like, again, -3, -4, something big. Okay, once they wake up, they should start generating. This guy's just puking. He's just vomiting everywhere. This guy's sleeping in the bathroom. This person's supposed to be upgrading, researching beds, but he's not doing anything. Ah, right, yeah. Probably a tier 2 would just so if tier 1 has a +1 morale memory, maybe tier 2 has a +2, +3. We're talking about having like a space bidet. That was someone's idea. A heated, that was Leonard's, I think. Maybe a heated space bidet. So it needs power, but it's like a +2 or +3. Maybe it needs water as well. I'm getting cold. Turn my heater back on, huh? Oh, DMZ is free. Look at that, Victor. Ugh. I'm getting so chilly. Tier 3 is one of those, yeah, but Tier 3 has a tentacle monster. And it gives your colonist a +5 memory because it's a fun tentacle, not one of the scary tentacles. Okay. What are my jabronis doing? Researching bunk beds. Okay. Can I construct a bunk bed? I can, because my highest builder is a high enough level to do that. Did I not hit the window? Did I place this in the wrong spot? Here? You? Oh, I can't put a bunk bed out, a bedroll outside? Whatever, dude. Whatever you say, game. Okay. There. Bunk beds. Did these get marked? What is this, a bug? That sometimes the things stay red? It happens all the time. It just isn't that consistency. It's like, what's the situation, right? It's hard to replicate. Oh, maybe it's from this, actually. From this. Maybe this does it. Okay. It's a different way it turns red. Could be that even that does it, but I don't know. A seed jar. I don't really care about that. Yeah, that's how you get it. It's absolutely right. Yeah. You must have saw the last stream, Lazy Kitty. Yeah. So you make a regular tier 2 toilet, and then you find the tentacle monster. You have to build pipes. The tentacle monster nest. to your toilet, and then just automatically travel through the pipes, and then you have a tier 3 rather. So it's not that dissimilar to the way those Pokemon, Slowbro and Cloyster, you know, like the Slowbro dips his tail in the water, and then is a Cloyster perhaps bites him, and then they're both kind of somehow stronger through the symbiosis. It's not that dissimilar. Also, fishing spots would be fun somehow, Victor. Maybe we're not fishing for fish, just fishing for something, like a giant hook, imagine a fishing line that just descends a little bit. Catch a space whale or something. What about a harpoon, dude? We have to build a harpoon. There's space whales in the background. You have to shoot the harpoon at them. That could be fun. Are you even here, Victor?
Yeah.
You are. Okay. I was like, how do you not care about space whale? The harpoon. That sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I hate the nothing being research notification sometimes. Wish I could just turn it off by clicking on the tech, like open the research station and be like, I don't care. I don't want to see that. Ugh. I got my first ore on like day 9. Do do da do 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 da do da do do da do do. Oh, I gotta pee. I wonder if Forge has multiplayer. I think it does. I think you can design maps with your friends in real time. That could be fun to do sometime, Victor.
That sounds crazy.
Crazy awesome, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really Forge is. If you don't know what Forge is, dude, like you are missing out, my friend, because 343 doesn't do that many things right when it comes to Halo. Like, there's just some features missing. It's be a lot sometimes, but their Forges just get better every year. Halo 5's Forge is really good, and Halo Infinite's Forge is even better.
Right.
Like, you should see some of the Forge maps. In fact, I'll pull one up on stream because it's so interesting. And my dudes are just building anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Halo Forge. Let's do like Reddit Halo Forge or something. It's very fun though. Like, let's check this out. Die Hard Nakatomi Plaza in Halo Infinite. That sounds pretty cool. Let me try it if I can. If this button can work. Chrome. I don't know if I'll get will this video get flagged if I do this? We're going to be demonetized? We'll just turn off the audio. That'll help a little bit. This, by the way, someone made this in Forge, Victor. I want you to I want to stress this. Somebody made this whole map. I've never seen this either, by the way. It's absolutely nuts, Halo's Forge. I can't believe you don't know what it is. You should be so hyped. You love this type of stuff, man.
Holy crap.
Yeah. It doesn't just have to be maps that you can play. It could just be things that are fun. Like, you could make... Someone made one of the temples from Zelda Ocarina of Time, the Forest Temple, the entrance to it. Someone made that in Forge, for example. This actually looks really good. How did they make this map look so good? Whoever designed this map did a really good job. It looks really good. It doesn't look 4G at all.
So there aren't any imported assets?
No, there's no imported assets. It's all just game assets. Yeah, and then I think you can maybe resize them, maybe retexture them, something like that. Also, you can just search. You can just find the maps and download them. There's not like a browser, custom game browser, but you can just find people's maps. So it's really, really cool. We'll do one more just because I love Halo Forge. I think it's really cool. Pandora, Day and Night, based off the floating mountains in Avatar. Okay. Okay, I don't even know what this is. This isn't. I mean, it's okay. It's all right. It's not that impressive. Halo 2 Elongation remake. That's boring. Terrace 1.0 release, Deck 16/17 remake. The thing about the Forge things is sometimes it's for sometimes they're not as good. A Halo Infinite Forge. Oh my god, it's so loud. This person literally has it in the wrong rotation. Oh my god, it's so sad because it's such a good. Oh no. Oh man. Inspired by Guardian and Lockout. Okay. Okay, why is there just not like one easy? I just want to just real quick just find one thing, what's this? This could be cool, maybe. Here we go. Halo Infinite maps you need to play. Now this could be fun.
In this video,
Just some guy talking. I don't care what he says. These are all Forge maps that people, just the community makes. And then you can just find them with your friends. Really, really fun. And then usually the best maps, the fun maps, will get added officially into the roster that players can play on. Like in matchmaking. Yeah. But only like the best maps get that. Most maps aren't going to get that. But still, very, very cool. And Halo Infinite is free to play. So you can design maps for free. Mm-hmm. And the scripting is really, really universal. So you can make it so people have infinite ammo. That's a pretty easy one. But you can do that, for example. You can make it so that enemies spawn if you walk to some arbitrary position as well. So pretty cool, pretty powerful stuff. Mm. Okay, this is just the same map for a long time, buddy. You got to switch. I get it. I get the concept. It's pretty cool. Oh my god, he died. You suck. Get wrecked. Sniping, baby. Oh my god, you don't have good aim, dude. Are you just trying to record a video right now? So these are the regular. These are the normal. Oh, actually, never mind. He did all right there. Being too harsh. I want to see a different map. This is staying on Electro Tunda for a long time. Electro Tunda. Dude, I got to pee so bad right now. Wait, is this today? Are these pictures? Check this out. Sandwich Mint? That's pretty cool. Dude, okay, Victor, look at this one. Look at this map for real. This reminds me of the tiny maps in Counter-Strike, right? The rat maps. That's so cool. So you can take the assets, right? There's a sandwich asset, and I remember how you can make them bigger. So someone just scaled them up to be walls. Like that's fun, right? Like it's like a very fun. It's very underrated, I think. Just the fact, but they didn't have Forge for a long time, and so they just added it. Like last month or something, which is unfortunate because it's so fun. But very, very cool. Dude, this is Santa's death run. Hold up.
Next up is Santa.
Oh, I wish he wasn't talking. I wish it was just the epic music. Bro, it's Santa's death run. What does that even mean? Again, no audio because it's just a guy talking. Okay, you can go to A or B. What happens if you go? Is it like it says like a custom game, I think, and maybe you have to try. I see. Okay, you have to try to not die. You try to make it to the end. See those boulders and stuff that'll hit you. Again, the Forge. I don't want to understate it at all. It's so technically impressive. You can do almost anything in it.
Yeah.
Was this like a Squid Games type scenario? Dude, that one game in Squid Games. Did you watch Squid Games?
Yeah.
Where they had to jump across the glass platforms. It gave me so much like anxiety, like a sense of dread. Because like there's people in the front are like they're just gonna die. Like there's nothing. Yeah. Like you just have to be like, well, I'm dead. Like that's not fair.
Yeah, they have a bunch of Squid Game like worlds on VR chat.
Yeah.
And there's that one where you jump on the glass.
Oh, sounds spooky. This is a cool map. This looks fun. Again, I can't stress enough because I love Halo. Halo's like my favorite game. I don't really play Halo Infinite because it's not it's not popular enough for some things I don't have. But boy, that sandbox potential. Neurosis. What's this one? Peach's Castle. Actually, let me zoom out on this. Let me see the big picture of this. This is gonna be cool. Check this out. Peach's Castle from Mario 64, dude. It even kind of looks like it. Where do they get? Man, who made those trees? What do you make them out of? I wonder.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You got a look at this. There's a pipe that's got scripting working in it, so it actually teleports. So it'll teleport you inside. Very, very fun. Wow. Last night, Grammy was trying to get into some vehicle in Halo Reach. I don't know what it is because I didn't play that much Reach. He's like, Dad, you got to kill this guy so I can get this. He's like, kill this guy for me. He's like, don't blow up the vehicle. I'm like, I'm not going to blow up the vehicle. Because he's like, he wants to get the vehicle, you know? And he's like,
Yeah.
Also, I think that Reach and Halo 5 especially, in Halo 5, you have those like companions with you all the time, like your squad. And it's not as much fun because of it, I think, but it's also much better. This is a Starmancer stream, but it's much better because of for little kids, if you have like teammates and stuff. So there was only like a couple maps. There was only like 4 maps shown. I thought there'd be more maps in this, to be honest with you. But Victor didn't know what it was, and these guys are building a wall. And now it's over. Halo Forge. I love Halo. But there's some little things they don't have, like a customs game browser. Like if they had that, I think it would be almost like forget about it, you know? So you can just hop on and have a lot of social games. My dudes are just like getting rid of the rest of the stuff. They're just taking care of business. Let's make a Starmancer map, whatever that means. Okay, but seriously, this isn't supposed to be Dr. Disrespect because it looks just like him. It's got like the same color scheme and everything. Victor, I have an idea. This is a new enemy in the casino ship. You ready for it? It's a card shark. Card shark. It's literally a shark.
Could it be like a fin and it swims in the floor?
What if he drops like the ace of spades if you kill him? Something like that, you know? It's like a treasure.
Relic.
Right. Yeah. All right.
The quality is guaranteed to be the best.
Okay, what's left here? This watch that no one's taken yet, and this no one's taken yet.
And the website.
I see, you're a bot.
Hype.com.
I thought you were a real person at first. I was like, at first I thought it was real. Maybe he's real. I don't know. I was like, he's like, hi. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm like, oh, you're a bot or something. Maybe you're not a bot, to be fair. Maybe you're not a bot. You're just something else. Dogehype.com. What if that was like for the Dogecoin? They're like, well, we already have the domain name. And we're not going to pay another $5 for a different website. Dude, I wonder what percentage of people like pay money to get like bots and stuff to hype their increase their view count. Because I would if I was like a streamer trying to make money. I don't like. Why wouldn't you? It's like a good strategy, right? To get yourself out of like the the last page on Twitch or something, you know. Just pay some company to give you 40 views. People might know that you're paying, and if your stream sucks, it's still gonna suck.
Yeah.
But if the price is okay.
But wait, so you would pay money and then you would make money?
Well, no. Well, yeah. Like you pay money, and then some company will have bots watch your streams. You get like an extra 20, 30, whatever. I don't know how it works exactly, but you get extra viewers. So instead of your stream saying 0 viewers, they'll say I got 50 viewers because you really do, but they're not real people, you know. And then it just makes you look more popular, and then maybe people are more likely to sub to you or something.
Oh.
It just seems like when you're getting started, that might be a good idea. Or maybe like once you're like middle in popularity, like once you get a little bit of some momentum going, maybe do that. I don't know. I'm just saying, like I don't see, like people will be like, you shouldn't do that because it's cheating. I'm like, grow up. They're trying to make money doing this. You know, they're not like, you know, just don't watch them if you don't like the content.
Yeah.
But the risk is you get banned. So you gotta start from scratch. On your stream.
Yeah.
What about on something like Twitter though? You know, paying, because you can do the same thing, like pay to get like followers, you know? And in that case, it might even be a little more lucrative because you pay, let's say if you have 10K followers, it gives you some, what's the right term? Like legitimacy, you know? So you can like pay to have legitimacy. And so it's a similar thing, I think, with the views, is you can sort of pay to be more popular. Let's make an exit right here. You can try to keep your eyes peeled for that bug where colonists get stuck on walls sometimes. Because it's not going to tell you that they're stuck. They're just going to die. So you got to try. Dude, I don't even know if I have a Halo Infinite installed right now.
So is the bug when they're constructing
No.
walls?
But it definitely seems to happen when they do it. But I don't think it's only related to that. And I say that because one time I had a dude just stuck in a corner inside the base where there was nothing being built, you know? So I don't... But I think it's replicatable by building walls. You know?
No.
But I don't think it's necessarily the construction process that does it. If there's any real difference there, you know? Let's do armored walls. Ahmed. Oh no, I can't paint this? Why? Why can't I paint these wall sides? They all get deleted when I warp or something? What happened? Was that a bug? Wait a second. Am I a stupid person? I literally just... Oh my God, what even just happened? What even just happened? I'm just so dumb. I tried to paint. They're already bulky panels. Were they already bulky panels?
Yeah, I think so.
Might be they are pathfinding through the wall. Yeah. Well, I think... Probably their current floor. Yeah, it might be that they're stuck on the floor. Like the wall, rather. Where like they're too close to the wall. They think they're in the wall or something. They can't walk to anything. Maybe. Also, it could be two separate bugs. But for sure, it seemed to happen a lot when I was building the wall, the Great Wall that surrounded this. It's interesting. And also, it happened when they were building this room, I think, as well. The first room I built, the bedroom, I think it happened as well. Not sure what these little buggers are doing. Going to work. Going to work. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, if you want to play this, you can. Whoa. We like a timer. I wish I had like a second camera like Dr. Disrespect has, you know? We can stand up and like get people hyped. But I don't want to get a second green screen or do any of that crap, you know? What does that button do? Just goes away. Does it happen with this one too? Weird. There's definitely something wrong with the blueprint floor. Yeah, that might be it. Because something that's weird about something that happens that doesn't happen any other time, except maybe on asteroid floors, is when you place the blueprint floor here, there's actually two floors that exist simultaneously. There's this floor that hasn't been deleted yet, but then also there's the blueprint floor, and perhaps there's a bug in there, where if you place it on top, that might be part of the bug. Since it seems pretty easy to replicate, this guy still has one C4. That's kind of funny. He just has like a C4 in his back pocket. Because it's easy to replicate here, hopefully it's the same bug everywhere. So then if we fix it with the walls, when you build the walls, it'll just be like fixed everywhere. Hopefully. If your colonists get stuck, you can just pick them up, by the way. You can pick them. So it's not like ideal, but like they won't be dead forever like they used to be. So you can just pick them up and plop them somewhere, and then they'll be fixed again. And if they're outside your base, because by default you can't pick up dudes outside your base, there's an option for it as well. Pick up colonists anyway, rescue stuck dudes. That's like kind of what it's almost for. Okay, what do we got here? Some Galarium. And that might be it. They are almost done with this system. I wish there was like a way to mark a system as complete for the user. To be like, hey, you're 100% done or something, you know? Yeah. Like you've gotten everything there is to get out. There's no resources left, you know? There is a way to do it. I just don't know You know, if that makes sense. Because what if you don't want something? Like, what if there's bio waste out there? You know, it says 99% complete because there's poop. What if it says like remaining resources outside? What if there's like a thing you mouse over somewhere? Could that be fun? I don't know.
Hmm.
But only if they've been
Maybe when
only
you
if they have
click-
no fog of war, then it'll show you. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just lists like all the resources that exist outside.
Right. Like there's one tomato on this floor right here. Maybe you want that tomato. You know. A resource radar. Now that's something that's actually pretty interesting. Because we do have that radar dish model that we need to do something with. But I don't know if it's a functionality that the player should have to build to get, or if it should just be, I feel like it should just be a default functionality.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not sure.
But the resource radar is very interesting.
Would that
It is
peer?
walk through
That could
the car.
peer through fog of war. I'm not sure. Let me look on stream. I missed it. It could just be a stream artifact. It could be poor frame rate as well that made it appear to do it.
But yeah, a radar where you can like select the resource and it can like mark it on the map.
Yeah.
Would be quite interesting. Like you click the radar and you get some kind of overlay. You get like red dots or something.
Yeah. Let me just kind of expand this a little bit. Like pinging enemies. I think once we have, a problem we have right now, people, is that we don't have gear yet. There's no gear or weapons. So it's difficult to make certain enemies harder or easier because there's no way of changing it right now. Like there's no way of like increasing the chance that your colonists can beat up a dude other than their skills, which is, you know, it's okay. But then once we add gear, we'll probably make some of the enemies harder to kill. Like Mango, maybe. Yeah. But right now, all your dudes can do is just punch them. And sometimes poison them. Or blow them up with C4. You could maybe set them on fire. And if you lure them into your
Oh, yeah,
place.
he's walked through the door.
Let me look on stream. On my end, he did not walk through. What do you... I don't think he did. You talking about the airlock? This airlock that I'm in front of?
No, like a regular door.
Certa.
Like the door opened like after.
I see. It should happen here then, if it does happen. That could be an animation frame rate issue.
Yeah.
Or do you mean that like the door didn't finish opening and then he walked through before it finished opening? Or do you mean that the animation like looped back and like he walked through and then just completely started opening way after? We have to look at like when it happens to try to make a guess until what causes it.
Oh, is that door unpowered?
It doesn't have any lights on, so it would seem to be the case.
Yeah.
It's unpowered. So here it is here.
Oh wait, all the doors are unpowered.
Yeah, I do. I think I had to. This might not be the system. This is the system where I baited the electro jelly. Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe just all the power has been drained from them opening a door so many times.
Yeah.
The emergency power is offline. What's here? Just a seed? What if there's like something really good right here? This slot. There's nothing that good that's worth it though right now. It's not even worth exploring. Are you guys just not going to finish this? Wish I had another dude. Otto Brock increased the construction skill to level 12. Oh, I need to build an interior here too. Oh, I see what happened is the I shall wait for this to get finished. Okay. I would like to have both types of gear. So gear like laser or her or whatever this person, the lazy kitty. So gear like laser guns and flamethrowers, or also non-lethal things like a cattle prod to capture monsters for reasons. Yeah, both things would be good. That we like to do.
Yeah, like a stun gun. Would be cool.
Yeah, I like to have gear that, obviously the traditional gear, of course, like swords or guns, but also just other things. And then as we add more content, we can add gear that is fun with that content. So if we add cattle or something, we could add a cattle prod, you know? Or like maybe like butcher's gloves or something, you know? Maybe that does, I don't know what it would do. I don't know. A butcher's knife is probably a better example. It's just a butcher's knife is a knife, so it's like a melee weapon. But I'm thinking of maybe gear you can find or craft that allows you to do something you couldn't do previously. Radiation gear would be great too. Hazmat suits, we could add rad zones. That'd be really fun. Victor, here's an idea for summoning monsters. What if you need a high level of radiation? What if radiation attracts monsters, scarier monsters, tier 2 monsters, and if you have to start needing radiation for power purposes or some purpose like that, that could be interesting maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Like we talked about nuclear powered armor, so perhaps you have to find uranium to make the Iron Man type armor. You know, maybe once you get that, maybe it starts to attract more things. I don't know, just an idea, you know.
Yeah.
Also, something we could add in dungeons that would be fun are like forges. A forge, not Halo's forge, is it like a forge to make armor this time. Like a nuclear powered forge. You can't move it, requires uranium. You activate it, you know, maybe something like that could be interesting. I don't know. A nuclear power plant could be a fun base that you can find, or a fun outpost or something you could find too.
Yeah.
You provide it with the materials to restart it, and then it does something. Okay, this should be almost done. Transporting bio-waste, I really don't need you to take poop, buddy.
Like a cultist lair with an altar or something. Summoning circle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be very, very fun. Yeah, Starforge, what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yep, a Starforge would be sweet. Yeah, summoning circle would be cool as well for like, that would be like a demon type thing or something.
So I keep seeing the colonies walk through that door.
Which door?
Backward. He just did it again.
You gotta be more. Which door though? You talking about the silver door that I have my mouse over? It's near the light pods. Okay. I'm not paying attention to him, and he's already out of here. So, I'll pick up somebody and I'll just make him. Is anybody outside right now? Nobody is. Okay. I'm just gonna pick this guy up then. Then I'm gonna have him walk back home. It's not gonna happen this time, of course, right? Because I'm observing it, so it won't happen. But you know, we'll do our best. It could also be a frame rate issue, though. Maybe if the time scales get changed, I got from a 2 to a 1 or 3 to a 1, it might cause the animations to be at weird states. So
I mean, he should be waiting at the door, right?
It's this one right here. He just did it. He literally just did it. No, he literally just did it, right? No, he did it. Okay. It could be that the door is set is open internally. Or some other issue. What if it's just this door that's broken? Because it's... Let's try this door. All right, let's try these doors. What if it's just this door that's broken for some reason? Did that door just get bugged? I don't know, dude. What if there's 2 doors there? Or if there's like another door right there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just
Could be something weird
move
with
this
the dungeon
door
generation.
somewhere. I mean, there's no other door. I'm going to move it and then move it back. I think that there's going to be no wall now, though. Okay. Oh, he's been drafted. But that could be it, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a sort of bug.
Or
Yeah,
they could
that-
be like
I think
double
that-
floors or something.
Double floors, that's an interesting idea. That's a good idea, actually. Let's check that out. It's a good hunch. Let's see that one. Double floors, good suggestion. I should only see 1 floor generic entity, and I do. And one floor pathfinder, which I do. Also floor, that's okay. There seems to be just 1, though. There could be 2 somewhere else, though. That's double doors is a very good idea, though. That's a very, very good suggestion. I don't think so. I don't think that double floors.
Yeah.
Inside. We could add a tracker on the HUD to track how many of your dudes are inside. Literally all asteroid ridges again. See, I don't want to. Maybe there should never be more than 2 of the same system in the cards. But but there should sometimes be 2 because I don't want you to get the same choices every time.
Yeah.
Because we only have 3 systems, so you always get to just be every time. But also that could be okay. because eventually we'll probably have the star map instead.
What if we have systems without dungeons and those are free to go to?
It could be. It's no problem. Yeah.
And then we always have that as an option.
That's maybe a good idea.
Because then you couldn't get stuck.
Right. Right now you can get sort of soft locked.
Yeah.
But like, not really, because you can just sell. Worst case, you can sell poop. You could also just delete an object and get a refund.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But will that occur to players? Does that seem part of the fun? You know, I don't know.
Mm.
Could have a warp resource that you need, maybe.
You're about to run out of power.
It don't matter. I got this thing. It's got an upgrade module on. It's good to go. Let me take a person. Who is my black person? Kim Rosario. What are you doing? Free time? Drafting. Come here, buddy. Come here, guy. Aw, he can listen to it because it had power when he started, but doesn't anymore. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing something with these floors, right? Let's do this. Don't need an airlock right there. I bet someone will get stuck while building this.
Be right back.
Okay. Need oxygen too. There's kind of low oxygen in there. No, it's not. I'm just dumb. Okay. Alright. Oh, I gotta pee so bad right now. Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, we're probably gonna end stream soon because it's 1:42. And it's been live for 2.5 hours. My kids are at some sort of playground or something in a mall with their grandma right now. They're just being cuties. You can see a pixelated picture of Violet's face, smiling like, ah, she's on a thing. Victor's not here, though, so I guess that's just for the viewers. Of course, he could be listening in spirit. Maybe he has his headphones on. Alright, I'm probably going to get off after this one. I need to make a Mac build. I need to make a Mac build. Make a Mac build. Make a Mac build. I prefer with heavy spec when you have to build shield generators to expand. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. Something we talked about was so first, the reason that it's the expansion, or a reason it's the expansion permit, is because it was just fast to implement, fast turnaround time. We talked about maybe it could just cost money, could just cost crystals. Maybe it costs a certain material, like ore, maybe metal. You get like 10 metal, you expand or something. Could do that as well. Could be fun. We just haven't figured out what it is. So for now, it's just the expansion permits, just because it's easy. Again, from a dev perspective, it's pretty easy to be like, is this fun? Is this not fun? Just I don't know what the material would be necessarily. There could also be maybe something where as your base size increases, your colonists get morale penalties as a way to scale it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. A trash eater. A trash compactor. Trash is big, but not for long. What are my dudes doing? Oh, just building the floors. That seems reasonable, actually. This jelly is sort of trapped. Need some lights, huh? I haven't really built any lights yet. Sort of funny how that goes sometimes. Oh, that's why this room's so ugly. It's so dark in here. That's good, that's good. There, okay. Food. I got another control chip, by the way. Another control implant right there. So I can get another dude, which I'll probably only have 75 DNA frags, so I need another DNA fragment. somewhere. Some days. By the way, it's a good idea to kill slimes because they'll eat your food. Watches? Tomatoes? Oh, I got tomatoes in the same base before. Is that it? It's a rather small dungeon. That's okay, though. They can't all be gigantos. Gigantopithecus. Oh, what's that? A coffee bean? That's okay. And a worm? I haven't gotten a kitchen yet in any of these dungeons. A kitchen would be kind of fun. It's gonna bash some slimes. What is that? Plant C4? I could blow up my own base with C4. I don't want to, though. Well, on the positive side, the whole time I've been playing, nothing terribly bad has happened. Like, there's been no, like, game-breaking bugs. Unlock more colonists. Oh, I don't have the money. I can't afford it. This guy might be okay, though. I need another DNA frag, which I think drops from various enemies. Kill him. Kill him. And kill him. What else we got here? Anything? This one? This one? I mean, increase the spawn rate of ore or something, perhaps. Back to back, huh? Is there something here? Maybe. Could increase the drop rate of ore in the waste dungeons. It could maybe do that. Could be a source of ore, perhaps. It'd be additional targets for when you get attacked eventually, so probably best if you only get them from dungeons. You're talking about the expansion permits, maybe, right now? Maybe give players some choices when completing a dungeon so it isn't total luck based what you get. Yeah. Right now, the dungeons themselves are, like, you can see, like, okay, I'm going to go to Lucky Kernel. It doesn't tell you what's in here. But you're like, okay, I can get these. So you have some control now. Like, okay, if I want ice, I go here. If I want ore, I go here. But I don't know. Also, you don't have that many resources in the game right now, or items. So it's kind of hard to have fun drops in the bases because there's not that much stuff. That's why most of what you find is just treasure. Because also the treasure value might need to be decreased. The amount of money you get from treasure, which I keep decreasing. Oh my god, my neck is so sore. Oh, this hurts. Oh. But seriously, where's all the ore at, dude? Sometimes I'll find, like, so much ore, but almost never. Like, almost never. What if I increase that amount of ore? What if I call it, like, asteroid? Waste. Waste plant or asteroid. Resources. Number of clusters, 1, 2, or 3. That's a very low percentage of having 3, huh? And let's find ore with this thing. What if? We got crystals on that one. Let's just increase the chance. Node spawn chance 31, decrement 32. Let's just make it just slightly more likely that we're going to get more ore if we do spawn ore. So let's again do 40 and 10. And also here, we'll do 40 and 10. And then this should make the clusters bigger when you get ore, right? Right? So we'll see. We'll see. Also, something I could do is just take the ore node and I could just increase the amount of ore that it spawns with. So right now it's 1 or 2. I can make it 2 to 4. That doubles it. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, we should probably do this to 4 though, huh? And then also it needs an item container component that has at least 4, and it does. Okay. We'll see how that feels too. I'll give us a little bit more. I don't know why I care about ore more than silicon. Silicon's just like an ugly stepchild resource right now. It doesn't do that much. It just gets money, but like you can get money in all sorts of ways. It doesn't really matter that much if you get the silicon specifically. There's a slime there. Oh, look, there's actually a bunch of ore here. 1, 2, 2. There's 5 ore. That's it. There's nothing there. Gathering a resource. Kill. So soon this would have been 10 instead of 5. That's okay. Right? Because you can just get more later. This is my second time coming here. I'm just disappointed with the amount of ore. And I don't think it's just bad RNG that gave me this low ore. I think it's just bad. I think it's just too low right now. But I don't know. I can't say for sure. Who knows? It's nebulous. Oh my god, I'm going to pee my pants, dude. Remember one time Victor left the stream to go and get alcohol? He was just gone. He's like, yeah, he's like gone for like an hour. I'm like, Victor, he's like, I had to go to the store and get alcohol before it closed. I'm like, why didn't you say anything? Ugh, I still have no power. Should I build like a generator? I don't know. Probably best if you guarantee a certain number of spawns in a system if there's a wave function collapse. Like, what you mean is like if there's an ore asteroid, like this system should be guaranteed, let's say, 5 ore nodes. So every time you go there, you're going to get at least 5 ore nodes. Yeah, that could be okay. But again, maybe unnecessary. And once the balances are good enough, that might be unnecessary. I don't know. Because maybe it's something like in Minecraft where, let's say it's iron. Like, if you don't have iron and you need to find it, it's kind of like, oh, where is it? But once you get it, you're like, okay, I got enough that I need. I can just do something else now. Also, there's perhaps something bad in the game right now that the dungeons are just too profitable. And there's no reason to do other stuff. Like, why would I build an ore refinery? I don't need to. But I also kind of feel like resources should be used more for a purpose and less for money. Like crafting gear or something. You know, would be a great use of silicon and ore. You take metal and silicon, take a data chip, plus metal, make some kind of armor. You know, some sort of robotic-y armor. You know. Which is also something we like to do in the gear update. It can be tough. Maybe you need tools to open doors. Yeah, something we've thought about. If we just don't know what it would be. You know, like what is the tool? How do you get it? Maybe it's a skill requirement. Like you need like level 10 engineering, and it unlocks a context option that'll say like, you know, unlock door or something. Yeah. Although the skill requirement's not great because once you get it, you can just get all the dungeons for free. But maybe that's okay because maybe you've tiered up enough that you don't need to do the rat race anymore. Maybe that's fine. Something you have to craft, I think, would be good, like C4, like a drill charge or something, right? Like a cipher, something you craft that's consumable, and you place it on here, and it gets consumed. It unlocks a door, and then to make more, maybe you have to go to perhaps whatever asteroid ridge or something, and then that drops whatever you need. You know. Right now, there's just asteroids in every location or dungeon in every location you jump to, but. But we're just talking about making systems that just have no dungeons that maybe are free to warp to as well. Yeah, right. The datapad stuff all seems like it'd be perfect for that, right? Yeah. You just got a programming terminal. It's just that like it's hard too because you want it to be something that doesn't take too long to get to, because to get to like programming terminal just right now it might take like wherever it was. Well, okay, so it's the first thing. So that's really not that hard, but just something to think about, you know. Because what I would like is for the player to have to master the first system before they go to the next system. Before they start doing all this other stuff. Right, I like that. Like what Red just said, which is using the resources into progression is always a good option. Like you have to manage between having gear, better tools to perform tasks and utilities, and as you invest, you make certain tasks easier. Dude, chicken soup is so good. I love me some good chicken soup. I'll use it with a whole chicken, like a raw chicken. It's so good. It's like the best. It just smells good all day. Put some onions and carrots in there, you know. Get yourself a stew. Some celery too. Yeah, I think that once these things have more like endogenous value, once there's more internal game value for the things, it'll be a lot better too. So for example, right now the only purpose of ore really is just to make money. You know, you make it into metal, you do a whole big system. You can place an ore refinery, you can place a workbench, a lot of steps just to make more money. But like there's already sort of enough money, so you don't really need that. But if you remember back on retail right now, we didn't have any of this stuff. So we had to make a bunch of this stuff so that you could have more uses out of your resources. I thought the biggest thing, and I still think the biggest problem on retail was resource acquisition was very lackluster. It was with the mission system where you warped away. I think this system's better, and you can spawn enemies out here. There's a lot more potential, but you know. Yeah, Oni could be okay as well, but their game's designed well. It's like it's sort of fun, and I don't know. I'll just read what you said, which was the Oni approach where you can unlock things that make your life easier, but you have to figure out how to build and manage them. Otherwise, it all goes to hell. So an example might be a nuclear reactor. You have to water cool it, and if you forget to water cool it, if you run out of water, it overheats, blows up, leaks radiation in your base. That's sort of the idea there, right? Where there's a quote from Will Wright, the guy who made The Sims University, which is that when the game gets harder, the player should basically be asking for it, or if it gets more complicated. So they should basically be asking for it. So, but it's hard to do. If there's too much ore, maybe some consumables can be made out of the refined ore. Right. Consumables would be fun too. Also ammo. Like ammo is a great use for ore. It's because you consume it all the time. Like a constant drain would be ammo. Maybe you need battery packs as well for your gear, you know. A jump inhibitor. Yeah, right. I know what you mean. That would be fun too. So like for example, we talked about this too. Just don't know what it would look like. Which is, so maybe there's a Starmancer core right here or something. Whatever. Okay, fine. And it's got the mass inhibitor, like you said, and then you have to blow it up, clear it out, something like that to get there. That'd be fun if pirates attack you. This is an idea. Pirates attack you and you can't warp because they've like hacked your thing. So like there's like a question mark here or something. You're like, oh no, you've been hacked. That could be fun too. Cybernetics, yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, cybernetics would be awesome. Yeah, there's really no question there. We also did a whole new animation system so that adding gear will be easier. And so, yeah. And cybernetics would be a great use for silicon. Like, there's a lot of ideas. But it's just right now, the hard thing is we can only do one thing at a time. So you gotta be like, oh, what's the thing? That's tough. Yeah, cybernetics would be cool. Also, genetically manipulating people would be cool too. A similar vein. But cybernetics would be very, very fun. And then also, like, gear. Oh, that's interesting. What if, like, gear somehow, this is an interesting idea. What if gear, I'm just going to keep saying it's an interesting idea, but never tell you. What if gear decreases morale somehow? I don't know how exactly, but you can imagine with a cybernetic arm, you might get like a -5 morale penalty because I don't have a real arm anymore. You're like, that's okay, just eat some cake and you'll feel better. Like maybe that could be fun. How about a system where if you're too rich, you become a massive target? Yeah, that'd be great as well. I would love that. So like once you have over 20K in the bank, maybe pirates start attacking you or something like that, you know, which again is like, okay, you're pretty competent, so you're going to get attacked now. Would be really fun as well. Yeah, that would be fun. Because I think that the game feels pretty okay. Like the progression feels pretty okay. There might be stuff like I'm getting too much money, I'm not getting enough ore, but it feels pretty okay. And I think that what we need are just more challenges for the player, that sort of thing, more problems to solve, more enemies to kill. And I would love to have enemies that either high tier enemies that guard an area where like, okay, if I want the star, for example, there's a Starmancer core maybe in a dungeon and then high level enemies spawn here. So if you want to get to the resource that's here, you got to kill the baddies, or maybe the baddies are what drops the resource that you want and just to kill them is hard, you know, something like that. I've always thought about that, Bricard, that genetics for cybernetics end up being the two upgrade paths per colonist. That's what I've always, but just because it sounds good doesn't, maybe it's not fun, but I've always loved that idea that like cybernetics is like the evil way or something, and then biological is like the good way or just a different way, which could be fun, you know. And there's other things too, like in the sim aspect of it, like there's these organs, if they get damaged, you got to heal them, and there's some gameplay there too. But I find that the sim aspect of it is never as fun. The fact they have organs, like if they get brain damage, they become incompetent or depressed, they'll talk to walls, you know. If they don't have a stomach, well, they don't have a heart, they'll die. If their stomach fails, they can't eat. If their liver fails, they can't process space rock, and the more space rock they take, the more it has a chance of damaging their liver. But I don't know. Right. As for solving ore resource abundance, maybe a crafting/manufacturing option for stuff like upgrade ships. If they were super expensive, at least provides an alternative to just the random find the kernel. Right. So you're talking about like a resource sink. Yeah, that could be fun. Because I was thinking of doing that with the expanding your base, just a resource sink. You know, of like, okay, like, so maybe a problem in the game is that there's too much ore. What if it's not a problem? What if it's like, okay, well, we have too much ore. What can we do with all that ore? Oh, I know. Maybe it costs 100 ore to upgrade. We could do that. There's some performance issues of having too much stuff. Of like, you know, your colonists you have to store it somewhere. But then again, storage bins make that pretty trivial, right? Oh, do you guys know something that's cool? I don't know if you knew this or not. Enemies will actually break doors if they're locked now. Speaking of pirates breaking down doors, so let me spawn a zombie right here, which you guys can do. Again, if you type in cheater, you can just spawn zombies. Check this out. He'll break the door. That's really cool. If he sees it, he's like, I'm not gonna do. He's like, I don't do that. I'm not that type of zombie anymore. It's not me anymore. Okay, zombie, look at the door and see it, please, and smash it to pieces. So if there's like an enemy in your base and you lock doors, he'll just see like they'll destroy it. See? Come here, door. Break, you dumb door. We did that to implement functionality where things can break down your doors and get into your base. Go. Boom. Busted through. Yeah. Difference between hacking versus. Yeah. Also, hacking's nicer from the player's perspective because it doesn't destroy their door, and also doesn't cause an atmosphere leak. Yeah. Yeah, more challenges would be amazing, like having to send a dude to unlock a door or disable the security system of a dungeon. What if, like, halfway through this text, you just wrote something like, just something racist that I said out loud because I'm like Ron Burgundy and not paying attention to what I'm reading? You should do that because I'll definitely read it. But meanwhile, it happens you get a group to attack you and you have to figure out things like, should I fight them directly? Or can I invest into having the hacking take more time to take control of the roads and blah, 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 overcharge a piece of equipment and cause damage to nearby units? Yeah, we'd like to do that too. It's hard to design. Basically describing like little mini games, sort of something like that. Or like for example, maybe there's like a turret here, and then over here there's like a module that lets you hack the turret so it turns off, so like you're safe from it, right? And it requires like level 10 programming or something to do it. But when you do it, maybe something attacks you or something spawns, or something would be fun. Yeah, we talked about, okay, so Bricard said certain builds should also require ores instead of just money, maybe, especially new trade pods and ships. Yeah, that's something we talked about too, is like just construction costs that aren't just money. Which maybe that would just solve it, Again, I think that gear might provide a very interesting avenue for this. Because with gear, you have a big... Oh, I want to go back to the morale, though. Morale penalty on gear would be interesting. I don't know how it would work and how to explain it, but like just imagine if you have like a flamethrower, like a tier 1 weapon, it makes you slightly sad, so to compensate for it, the dudes have to be happier. Maybe there'd be something fun there. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it though, because it has to fit in the fantasy. Well, what's the explanation? Like, why are they sadder about, if you had a sword, shouldn't you be happier? So I wonder what it is about it. What if it's like, oh, this armor's uncomfortable? Like, what if it could be that, maybe? Again, you just need a basic justification of like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Because that could be kind of nice. Or maybe like just something called burden, like B-U-R-D-E-N, burden. So if they're burdened by things, it would be like -2. What's their burden? Right? So it's like, oh, it's a -3 because they're carrying so much stuff. They don't like that. That could be okay. I'm not rich. I haven't looked at Lua mods, so I should read what you said before I answer, huh? Lua mods still not working. Getting to play around with more options ourselves will at least help testing stuff out. Yeah, right now, I haven't looked at them in a long time. The Lua mods are, because they're interpreted, it's like very manual to make things work. But I've just been focusing on making the game fun before I work way too much. And also, I'm trying to put more things for testing into the game directly, like spawning items, for example, so that it's easier to test things. Not easier to make new stuff, but easier just to get to the content that you want to get to, you know, and to do things like, for example, you can disable Fog of War, and then you can just warp around and look at the, I don't know, the dungeons that get generated and see the trends or something. Yeah. I'm just reading what you said. I would go with raycasting a certain area around the hacking console, and whatever is in the reach of that can take control as a way to solve a design issue. Then just enable as a friendly unit and for exploding things like when it activates, can't expose everything, reach gets damaged. Yeah, that's how exploding works already. Just raycast in a sphere. If a colonist has a sword, it should make other ones nearby unhappy unless they're friends. Oh, I actually kind of think that's interesting. That's interesting. So you're saying like, oh, okay. One guy has a sword. I'll be like, okay, that makes me a little nervous because he's got a sword. That's interesting. But I think it's still best if the person who has it equipped somehow has to be happier. You know? Because, like, if you equip a sword and the wielder gets unhappy, well, then one guy's unhappy. But if you equip a sword on a guy and everyone else gets unhappy, it's like, oh my gosh, now like 4 people are unhappy. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the suggestions get read and then put in this list, and we look at them. So when you're hacking, you get to view these small icons. It tells you can now access them when you activate them. It adds plus 10 seconds hacking total time. Something that I never know if it's fun or not is when it comes to durations, the amount of time it takes. Is like, does that matter? I don't know. Like if it's 30 seconds versus, 2 minutes. But if there's something attacking you, it could be fun. Oh, here's an interesting hazard too. So what if just on the maps, there's just hazards? So for example, right here, what if this room is radioactive or something? So you really can't go in there until you get hazmat gear. You just can't go through it. And then sometimes there might be a room on the other side of it, but you can't get to it because it's through the radiation zone. And then you have to craft hazmat gear, which maybe there's lead that can spawn. Do you use lead to make hazmat gear? I guess I don't know in real life, right? I wasn't at Chernobyl. I don't know. That could be fun maybe. Where it's like, oh, to get through here, I don't know. Oh. But again, I just think that if gear, because something just again an issue is that everyone's happy all the time. So if somehow gear can make them unhappy with like a burden, like maybe again it's called burden, BURDEN, something like that. Of like, okay, I'm just carrying you're making me carry so much stuff. I don't like it. There's so much stuff's equipped. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. All I want to know is, are we going to be able to customize our colonists' name, style, etc.? Well, you can rename them already. You can be like Bobby. See? And then the only customization right now is this. In terms of hats, cosmetics, that's something we'd also like to do with the gear update. It's just finding like a trench coat or something. That'd be really fun. Just finding clothing out in the dungeon. Just more stuff to find. More stuff is sort of fun. Maybe you go to a locker or something. There's a wardrobe and there's like, oh, what's this? Some overalls. Yeah. Or they get stressed from the responsibility, right? Like I've got the sword of destiny, and that makes me nervous. Am I worthy of King Arthur's sword? This is interesting. What if there's like, I don't know if this is fun or not. What if there's something where they get like, maybe like a madness starts to develop because they have weapons, because they're getting more violent. Has this guy been on this treadmill for hours? Or do I just feel like he's been on this treadmill for hours? Also, why is it? Oh, it's a disgusting column. He's pooping, isn't he? I'm going to take the disgusting columnist. Yes, you. And I'm going to make you carry bio waste much higher. Because for me, for fun, it feels like what's fun is like gamifying it a little bit, right? As opposed to the sim aspect making it fun. Like, because it's like for the sim, like your dudes can get sick and you can cure them. It's part of the sim. Like, but I don't know. It's not that fun. I think it's more fun if there's like a pirate that's here that's tough and you gotta make gear to kill him. It's kind of more fun. It could also be a thing that as skills go up, they get bigger morale penalties, but I don't know how I like that either. Because they don't really consent to this happening, you know? This is sort of automatic, and it's like you don't have control of it. I don't really like that. What if instead of burden, what if it's called discomfort, like uncomfortable? So like it'll say like, okay, discomfort. So like you have gear, and it'll say like, where it says poison too, it'll say like uncomfort. That's stupid. Is that real uncomfort? Discomfort? Something like that? It'd be like discomfort 3 or something. I don't know. Colonist morale is decreased when they wear gear, so that the player has to increase their morale more. Replaces ego upgrades. Maybe. Also, another thing that I think could probably be a lot of fun is if gear had a skill requirement. So, for example, to equip a Thor's hammer, maybe you need 13 strength. That could maybe be fun to give some gameplay where you care more about skills. More enemies, though. That's the play. Once we have gear, I think there'll be a lot of options available to us then. Then we'll also have time, because we have to spend time making this system of just generating structures and asteroids and a lot of back-end stuff that's somewhat boring. I don't care about oxygen right now. I've had 0 deaths. Kind of want to blow some stuff up. Seriously, though, Victor's been gone for a while now, right? I bet he got alcohol. You know he got alcohol, right? There's no way he didn't buy alcohol. That hooligan. Okay, this might be okay. This is an okay enough stopping spot. So, what should I do? What's something I want to see real quick? Atlantic Sector, Asteroid Ridge. I feel like there was something I never got to get to. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I felt like the medical dungeon I explored wasn't very interesting. That one time. That's okay. That'll happen. I don't know. They need to reach a certain morale place in the first place. Our skill cap. Yeah. Right. Like, because one thing might be that the gear requires a minimum morale level of plus 10. It's just, is that fun, or is it better if instead it just makes them sad? Because like if they're sad, you could still equip it on them. They just won't do what they're supposed to do, like because their morale's low, you know? Which might be more fun than if you just can't equip it on them. Like if a bunch of pirates are attacking your base, you might want everybody to put on armor. And would it be annoying if they're like, well, I'm not going to put on armor. I'm just going to die because I'm too sad. I don't know. I don't know. A discomfort moodlet. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So like if you wear like the plated armor, it's like, okay, it's uncomfortable or something. So you get like a -5 or something. Any chance we get more customization for Starmancer, more colors, faces, etc.? Yeah, something that what we want to do is put, so the options to customize your core. We'd like it if you click here and then you can just change your core at any time, and then you can find them out in the wilderness, outside. That would be fun. I think would be fun, especially like silly cores would be fun too. That's something we'd like to do. It's just that the cores, there's not that much gameplay there. It's just fun. It's just like it's sort of fun to customize it, but definitely something we want to do. We have it written down actually. We just didn't get time to get to it. So I want to take the window for customizing the Starmancer core, just put it in here, and then just add some items out here for unlocking new cores. Would be fun. Because again, we already have the functionality pretty much in, and the UI pretty much in. We just Alright, well, my dudes don't got anything to do. What's this frame rate? Right. I'm too sad to do X. Like I agree with you. I don't know how much fun. It's frustrating when it feels like you're in a straitjacket and the game just won't let you do a thing that is in the best interest of your dudes. You know, sometimes that gets annoying. Like it's one thing if if there's a lion and he's like, my morale's too low, I won't fight that lion. It's like, well, that makes sense because you have to, it's scary. But putting on like getting a gun, that's, if you're unhappy, that should be no problem. You should be like, yeah, give me that gun, please, It could spiral downwards, of course, yes, as they see. So, like, for example, if a colonist was fighting a pirate, he would get hurt. He'd get the I'm hurt memory. If there were two dudes fighting it, one guy dies. It's like, oh my God, I saw a dead body. But also, that's kind of part of it, right? Like, my fellow crew member died next to me, and I'm sad about that. And also because you have to figure out how to get his morale overcome. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. That's interesting. Unease. That's sort of interesting. Like, why do I have a sword? Do I need this sword? Like, it makes me nervous just having it. Like, why do I have this thing? Also, unrelated, I want to add space wizards at some point. That'd be fun. Just shoot a space wizard with an AR-15 or something. Just on an asteroid, just snipe them like. Anyway, the quicker you can test ideas, the better. I agree. Yeah. So our plan is every stream we'll just have a new build, like in perpetuity, perhaps. So it'll be fun. So we can test it all at the same time. Probably again on what's that? Roach EU crowd to access the developer branch on Steam. Yeah, Harbinger. It would be cool if like what you said was, but I think that fighting for their and their friends' life should give them some morale boost. Yeah, we don't disagree. It's kind of hard. Like, what does it mean to be a friend, and what does it mean to be nearby them? So, for example, it's pretty easy. Like, if someone attacks another colonist and that's their friend, well, that's pretty easy. But okay, we'll take the friendship value, and then it's 1 morale penalty for every 10. Friendship. It's harder if a pirate, a pirate is near my friend, and because I killed the pirate, let's raycast for everybody in the vicinity. If anybody's my friend, I'm gonna get okay. It's not that. Okay, maybe just do it that way. It's not that hard. I don't know. If anyone's near, maybe it's pretty easy actually. If anyone's near them, they're gonna get some arbitrary I helped my friend out or something, or Okay, maybe that would be easy to implement. I don't know. Which would encourage you to keep your dudes in packs. What if they just get a morale boost for killing monsters, like a one-shot memory, so it doesn't stack, so it's just here, right? But +1 for, is it just different? I couldn't okay, maybe that would be it, just on its own. I killed monsters, I killed some things. It could also be fun if monsters drop something sort of reliably, like maybe DNA fragments or something. I don't know. I don't think Victor's coming back. Let's just say that. I don't think he's coming back.
What happened here?
Oh yeah, just not saying anything the whole time?
I thought you heard the Discord join message, but you probably have Discord muted because stream.
No, I didn't hear the Discord.
Oh. Yeah.
You son of a gun. I've said on multiple occasions, Victor's not back yet. Victor, did you just get back?
No.
How long ago did you get back?
But I also didn't notice that I was in the...
okay. But you must have heard it, because I was literally what time Victor left for an hour to go get alcohol without saying anything. Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe you weren't back yet. In a
No,
fight,
because I was
maybe
also
have
in
contact
the
them
AFK
if
channel,
involves a
so...
fight. Then if no one invoked, then I'll get it. Yeah, that could be okay, Picard. So what you're saying is maybe something like internally how it would work is if a zombie gets attacked, it might store, hey, who's hurt me in the last 2 minutes or something. And then when he dies, it's hey, who have I attacked and who has hurt me? Okay, that's everyone that's involved in combat. It could be a pretty easy way to track it. You know. Also, improving that'd be interesting. An interesting way to improve relationships if they do combat together. You know. Add system that has. You think it'd be fun, Victor, if instead of adding a separate star system that doesn't have dungeons, would it be more fun if dungeons just don't have a 100% spawn chance? But what would their spawn chance be? Let's say it's 25%. Wouldn't the player just warp 4 times, but it would cost them money? How much it costs to warp, you know?
Yeah. And also because we're listing like the dungeon on the card. It seems like it would be like a sure thing that the dungeon would be there.
I'm not too concerned about that because I figure that's a problem to solve in the UI, but somehow you just communicate to the player like, hey, spawn chance of this, spawn chance of this, spawn chance. It's like, okay, whatever. Once they learn it, I mean, it's like the system is the question is the system fun? And then we can worry about like making it understandable, you know? Or is it frustrating to be like, oh, I thought there'd be a Medilab here, but there's not, and I needed it for some reason. I needed the Medilab, I didn't get it. That sucks. Is that frustrating? I don't know. You know? Like, is it fun if you were hyped to get the Medilab? And you're like, finally, the Medilab card. You click it, so, why even bother? Not even Medilab there, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe have them find navigation beacons that leads them to a dungeon on empty maps. Huh. That could maybe be fun, actually. But then I feel like dungeons have to be more rewarding. If it's that much of an effort. But maybe not. Maybe it's like they're pretty fun on their own. Maybe they are. Hey, by the way, maybe they're already rewarding enough that if you found the nav data. So like that'd be kind of an asteroid or something, right? Like a probe or something, you know. It'd be like, and then you click and it's like, would you like to add this nav data? You're like, yes, please. Then you click this and it'll be like, what dungeons do you have, you know? Like a SOS beacon or something. You know. Maybe a clue as to where the middle F has gone if it isn't there. That would work potentially too. What if just getting into them costs something? I think that might be the play. But again, I don't know. The problem is if they're not there, you can still probably find ways to cheese to get into them. Like you could blow up the walls with C4 or something. You don't have to pay to get. But then again, you have to use a C4. Which you only find in dungeons, so it's, it's sort of balance itself out. Because for sure, a problem now, Victor, is that dungeons are too profitable compared to not doing dungeons. But something we talked about. How long, Victor? I'm serious. I don't believe you've been here and hearing what we've been saying. Because you haven't chimed in. Because I said, for example, what if gear has a morale penalty when you equip it on people? For example, it could be called discomfort or perhaps burden, like a heavy burden, you know? So if you give them a sword, it's like 1 discomfort, -1 morale. So you have to make them a little bit happier. So it's replacing the ego levels with gear because you want your guys to have better gear, you know?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
No.
See, I don't think, that wasn't that long. I just don't believe you. I think you're fibbing when you're like, I've been here. I know way, dude.
No, but I was in the AFK channel.
I bet you've been here for like 5. Yeah, but you heard it on stream, I mean.
Oh, I was the stream volume like that.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're not real. Okay. So you're not really here. If you can't hear us, and you can't talk to us, can you really say you're back? I've been back for hours, but I haven't been in the channel. Okay, fine. But anyway, that could be something that's maybe fun. Maybe dungeons should be more risky if the reward is too high. Right, I'm okay with that aspect of it too. Just having enemies that are just like, oh my gosh, you're not going to be able to kill them until you're higher level, which just sort of naturally gates the player from wanting to go in there, you know? What if they had guards? What if there was like a guard you had to kill? I don't know if that's fun or not, though. Yeah. if we had tools, it's pretty easy. Like, if it's like, hey, you have to break this door, it requires laser gun level 1. Like, okay, you need laser gun level 1. How do I get that? Oh, I find red crystal here, find some ore here, make laser gun level 1, pew, 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 I'm in. I don't know. Maybe that could be okay, too. Because I like having things where, like, the locked content is teased, so you can see it. You're like, oh, I want to do that, but I can't because I'm at high enough level, and it gives you kind of a goal. Because I want to prevent gameplay systems where the player just warps forever. Just warp, 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 warp. Found it, warp, 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 warp. Found it, warp, like warp until, like, if the RNG's bad, just warp. You just warp again until you find everything you want. I don't really want to do that. I would prefer if there's some sort of consistency, like, oh, okay, here's where the dungeon is, but even once I know where it is, that's not enough. I have to do something just to be able to get the stuff in here. You know, maybe I feel like that's the better play, but I don't know. As opposed to RNG. What if you have to pay to get in? Can you bribe the guard? Maybe. You kind of do. You have to pay money to get here. Is that good enough? I don't know, you know? Or you can collect more clues to get closer to some activity, making the dungeons bigger, harder, and more profitable the more clues you have stored up. Yeah. What if... Like, if the dungeons are, like, radioactive or something with a hazard on them that will literally kill your dudes unless you have it, that's an interesting way to gate it, perhaps. Because, like, you have to reach a certain thing, a certain threshold before you can even get in. Something you have to craft to get inside could be fun, too, but it has its own problems, you know?
But what about killing, like, a boss or something
To get in?
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is that, like...
Data.
Yeah, it could be. It could be maybe, but where do you find the bosses? Are they just random spawns? By the way, let's just say there's no boss. Let's just say
or you can summon them.
But let's just say there's no boss. Let's just say instead there's just, you can find a thing called nav data. There's no boss to fight. Is that fun? Because if that's like if part of that's boring, then fighting a boss is going to have the same issues of like, okay, well, is it fun to get this RNG and then like, ooh, what boss did I find? Oh, I found the Atlantic sector boss. Okay, get to the Atlantic sector, but I didn't really want to. Or maybe the dungeons are so fun on their own that anytime you get a chance to go to a dungeon, it's exciting and hypey, you know? Maybe. The dungeon could self-destruct after X amount of seconds. I don't think that's fun, though. That's too hard. Maybe spending ore/resources to power a scanner/beacon to locate certain stuff you're searching for. So instead of just warping randomly, you could spend resources to find the exact destination. So I like that. I don't hate that idea. Like, the idea seems interesting, right? Like, But I just want to prevent... Right, I think it'd be... Okay, what if you need fuel to get there? You know? That'd be the resource. Like, it'd be a fuel. So it's like, oh, I need, like, dark matter. This costs 3 dark matter. This costs 2 dark matter. And this costs 1 dark matter. And you're like, okay, well, I can't get here because I don't have enough dark matter. Or replace it with whatever. So the gameplay loop would be like, go to tier 1 systems, get the fuel, spend fuel, go to tier 2. Acquire material to make gear. Go to tier 3, fight demons or what have you, pirates or something. Now, I would love it if there was gameplay progression from asteroids to dungeons somehow. So you have to do something on dungeons, or asteroids rather, to play dungeons. I don't know if nav data is that fun, though. You know? A key card? Is a key card fun? You know? Like, oh, I got the Metal Lab key card. Could you, like, maybe kill... Maybe, okay, here's an idea. Just an idea. In this dungeon, for example, here, slimes spawn outside. So maybe if you kill slimes, they have a chance of dropping, like, let's just say, you know, waste station key card. Like, oh, that means I can access this thing? I don't know. Victor, the thing I don't like about fighting a boss is it's pretty complicated just to get into the dungeon. The dungeon rewards aren't that interesting. But it's like, oh my, because like, I feel like you have to be sufficiently competent to kill a boss, right?
Yeah.
But the rewards don't seem to be like, most of the rewards in dungeons are pretty casual, you know? It's like a big ask, like, oh, you got to kill a boss, and all you get in return is like, is unknown, like how big the dungeon's going to be, what stuff you might get. You might not get anything interesting.
Yeah.
Right, testing out is fun. It's just if we can figure out ideas before you have to implement, we can at least get rid of some of the ideas that won't be as fun. Like if it doesn't pass, like does it sound fun test, and let's not even prototype it, you know. But once we get into the things of like the nuances of it, of like, oh, is this idea fun? Okay. For example, like fighting bosses, is that fun? I don't know, but it's pretty similar to if just a random thing spawns, you know. And you get to pick it up, and if that's not fun, it's like, okay, well, let's go somewhere else. But if it is fun, then maybe we could add bosses that do it instead, or it's like, okay, a similar type of feeling. Because something to test to prototype is like, okay, is it a fun loop if you just can't go to any dungeons until you get RNG, find something that makes exploring more fun, and what are the hidden effects of that? Is it fun or not fun? Nav data would be fun, I think. I don't know. The way the dungeon generation currently works, you just take these rooms. So see, this is one room. This is one room. There's a room. This is a room. And then it just puts them, it just attaches them at various positions. So that's just how it works now. Using like a dice roll basically to determine how many rooms it's supposed to place. Right. The resources that you have to get from dungeon bosses, that's fun, right? Like that seems fine for like more advanced stuff. Wish I have that, you know. But I mean, if asteroids are for things like ore and silicon and ice, and you need that stuff for your just for your internal station, maybe that's okay too. Like, okay, well, you know, like yeah, you can go to dungeons, but you're gonna run out of food if you don't, you know, if you always only go to dungeons. I don't know. Will you ever have planet services? Maybe. Right, I want to build this advanced kitchen. Let's say it needs copper for your wires or something. Okay, but copper is only found in this dungeon. So, oh, cool, I got here. Or like copper is a terrible example. I like to use uranium because it's easy to wrap your head around, you know. So you need uranium, you find it, like, okay, cool, I can build it, you know. We could have planet services, I just don't know. Yeah, they could be like this, just generated and just be a big map. That's all terrain everywhere. Could be fun. All right, this has to end because I have to pee so bad. Okay, stream. Okay, stream. Yeah, right. The main, okay. So Harbinger says the main problem I have with boss fights is the combat system is fairly limited right now, so they'd be rather clunky. Exactly, that's the thing too. Like, it's not that fun to fight. It's not that interesting. You know, it's like it'd be kind of like in RuneScape if there were those boss fights. They drop something, but again, the drops are interesting. It's just you don't have a lot of control. Like, let's say you have to kill zombies. You kill a zombie, they might drop the key card to get into the meta lab, right? Okay. But you don't have that much control over if zombies spawn. So you just you'd be like searching the stars for zombies. And if you found one, they might not even drop the thing, or maybe they drop it 100% of the time. That seems like you get too many of them, though. If you had to buy the key card with money, that could be fun. Maybe. Like an access code. If you had to buy the access code, so it's like you click the door, it's like, get into this dungeon, costs 10K, but is that too expensive? I don't know. But something it would do is it would force you to have to make money some other way, you know, like with the asteroid, so you could afford to get in here. Is that fun? I don't know. Yeah, team-based combat would be fun. A combat overhaul would be fun too, just to give them just options. But that's so much more difficult. Like right now, it's not even fun if one person fights one other entity. So then having them do like squad-based, any teamwork, any coordination, anything like that is going to be like, ooh, that's tough. Because the foundation isn't that great right now of just fighting something. You know, not in like a real meaningful sense. It's better than it was before. But then having these other stuff is tough. And for sure, dungeons should be riskier than asteroids, right? And they are, but they somehow more so. You know, it should be higher risk, higher reward, and then asteroids should be a bit lower risk, lower reward. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I mean, the money loop might be okay. It's just that, let's say it costs 10K to get in the dungeon, and you're going to get 20K from the dungeon. Then it's like, you never really have to. What if it requires power? Is that interesting somehow? Like, you got to connect. This is just an idea. Like, if you're like, oh, okay, connect it with power, or just click it. Somehow it can. You need like 1,000 power to get inside there, and so you got to do some power loops. I don't know. That doesn't sound that fun, though. You know. Starbound's beta resolved this by having expensive beacon types you would craft and place as some unique enemy for those key drops. This way, if you failed and a temporary encounter left, you can see just recraft a beacon. Right. Okay, I kind of like that idea. Like, what if once you find the nav data or something like that, you unlock the recipe and then you can just make it whenever you want, or maybe just buy it whenever you want. So you can find it for free, and then you could buy it for like maybe 10K, or again, requires some sort of crafting material if you lose it. That could be okay, maybe. So it's like, once you get to the dungeon, you can just, once you finally get, once you find like the rare drop, like, ooh, I found nav data for whatever, the asteroid ridge, and you can craft it, maybe, and it's consumed every time. I don't know. Because again, I want to avoid situations where the player can just warp forever. Warp. Oh, it's warp. Who cares? Let's get more. My bad RNG. Let's warp. Get it again. And just keep running it. Like what? Get it. There should be something you have to do. And maybe once if the enemies are just more difficult in here, like maybe that's enough, because we could just make the enemies harder in dungeons. That's really not that difficult. You know, make them like something where like if you don't have gear, you're just gonna get one shot. Like you literally have to have gear, or else they'll just kill you. Like that seems okay. Yeah. Right. Power and money are essentially limitless mid game. Exactly. Yeah. I'd also think more complex resources are better too. It's like, because once you start requiring power to like open this door, it's like, well, okay, but then power can't be too easy to generate. But then that's kind of not fun, because it's like, well, things need power, man, early game. And so if it's harder to generate power, it's sort of not fun, because you'll never get power, right? Because it's too hard. Or if it's too easy, it's like, well, once, like, let's say it requires 1,000 power. Okay, so you get your first generator, and now you just have 1,000 power, and it's just, you just get that forever. Or let's say it's 10,000 money. Well, once you're making 10,000 money a day, you just get to unlimited dungeons anyway. So it's, I don't really like that so much, because then all it's doing is you're just getting to the same point eventually, which is you can just warp forever and just keep doing whatever you want to do, and you just keep. But if there's something you have to craft, it's kind of nice, because at least there's a material that it's draining. It detracts by 1 every time you go inside. You have 10. Like, okay, and then I got to go back somewhere else, get some raw materials, head back in. You know. At least at a minimum, you should have to go on at a minimum, you should have to go on a supply run, right? At some point to get into dungeons. I don't know. Craft beacon, summon unique enemy, kill enemy for nav data, then go to dungeons to explore with it. Yeah, I just don't know if that's like, you know. Is that fun? Is it that fun? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But what's wrong with the enemies inside the dungeon just being hard? Like, to the point, like if the enemies outside are level 1, the enemies inside could be like level 10. So it's like, you really, unless you have gear, you really, like, I think it'd be interesting if you need gear basically to go in dungeons. You can try to go inside without them, but you're just gonna get one shot, like a World of Warcraft style. Like, you can go anywhere you want, but you'll die, and it becomes pretty clear pretty quick, like, oh, I can't do this yet. But maybe that's just sort of frustrating, because like you might try to cheese it by like, oh, the enemy's up here. Okay, just place a shelf and try to avoid him. Like, I don't know. It's not really that fun. Yeah. Right, finding stuff is fun, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Unique enemies might have traits like being ethereal. And so something to say is like maybe you can't even attack them because there's, you just can't attack them until you have like something. Right, and also dungeons, it's like dungeons aren't boring. Like they're fun. It's like maybe, it's like why limit them? Maybe you don't have to. Maybe there's some other way to gate them, And also like the decorative aspects of it, right? It's sort of fun to explore and find decorations. Not necessarily trying to make the dungeons harder to get to. Just want to make them something that you have to earn. That's all. That's the key difference, right? You want the player to have to earn the dungeons so it feels like, oh, I couldn't do dungeons. Now I can do dungeons because I'm better somehow. I have more resources. That's sort of what we're trying to get to, But it's tough, That is, you cannot currently. Well, I mean, you can kind of be an evil AI overlord if you want to. You could pretend, like you could be like, hey, buddy, what if you just jump off a bridge, bro? Like you just do that. But what's this? But only in an RP sense can you currently be an evil AI overlord. So there should be a process, right, between and then gain 2 dungeons isn't just money or warp, yeah. Presumably. Maybe you have to calculate the warp vector. It takes time, but that sounds kind of boring. It could be fuel that you need, which is separate from money. So perhaps you can find star fuel on asteroids, and it costs star fuel to go to these dungeon systems, but the regular systems don't cost any star fuel. I don't know. Because that's basically a token. Like, oh, it costs 1 token. You can't buy a token with money. You can only buy it. You have to find it, so it's limited. Like, you have as much money as you want, but it ain't going to help you because you got to get the fuel. Which isn't that different than the nav data. The key difference, though, or a difference, is that with nav data, presumably it's like, okay, I found the waste. I found this nav data or that nav data. Whereas fuel would presumably be like, oh, you can go anywhere you want because because you've got them both. For me, money feels like pointless space because space is really endless resources. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah. And the problem with money is once you get to a point where you have enough money, the game becomes trivial because the only cost is money. So you're like, oh, well, I already have enough money, so I don't really have to do anything anymore because I already have all the money. And like another thing, too, is I've been playing for 13 days. I haven't researched anything. I haven't really had to. Again, I'm a developer, so I've been playing enough, so I don't really care. Like, I know what to do. I know that what matters, what doesn't matter. But still, you would think that somehow I should have to kind of go advance in these tiers of things, to get to the harder stuff. You'd think I'd have to do something like that. It sounds like a normal game, right? Like, okay, you gotta go here. It's just tough, All right, we'll think about this more. It's going to take me like several minutes to get this thing closed. There's the beta code. If you want to play right now, you can. Enter this code. Roach EU crowd. Oh my god, Lazy Kitty. That's a very interesting idea. Lazy Kitty says, what if money is something that has to be physically stored and it can get stolen? That is interesting, actually. That's actually interesting. It's like a separate discussion, but that is interesting because then people can steal it, right? Yeah. I don't know if it's fun. It might be frustrating, if you go from having 10K to 0K because you lost it, but it's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. And also, like, the more money you have, it's like you have to, like, it's like you have to have a bigger and bigger bank vault to store it, where it's like just becomes too much of a pain in the butt. Where like Like it would sort of naturally limit the player would naturally be like, okay, I have enough money. I don't need more money because there's getting so many crystals. Yes, I don't want them getting overwhelmed with money though. Now I can go some type against it. I want the uranium. Let me see bigger it says. Like, a key question is it fun if you can just keep going to the same dungeon over and over and over and over and over again with no real... Like, there should always be, like in Minecraft, how do you get resources? It's like you have to find it, so you have no guarantee where it's going to be ahead of time. So that's pretty much it. You just have to find it out, and then there's like some enemies that are pretty trivial, And also there's nighttime and torches. So it's like there's steps you can take in Minecraft to make it safer, to reduce your risk of failing. There's that type of... Is that a fun loop? I don't know. Doesn't really make sense in our game, though. If there were monster spawners, it could maybe be interesting. I don't know. I agree with you, Bricard, too, by the way. Physical money probably just choke endgame entirely, because all of a sudden, all of your dudes would only ever be transporting crystals back and forth to storage zones, And you'd have like a whole staff dedicated to money. But maybe like that's okay, because you don't need it. But is it fun? Does it feel fun if all of a sudden you're just inundated with money that you never, like just crystals they have to deal with now? I don't know. Can you keep getting resources from the same dungeon if you already looted it? No, but you have to warp to your system, if that's what you mean. So you have to leave eventually and go somewhere else, Another thing is dungeons could basically... you are meant to be investing the money. That'd be better, right? Black user. Okay. Add to blacklist. You are meant to be investing. I mean, you should be, right? You shouldn't be hoarding the money. But like, what about a situation where you're just getting like you're doing well. You designed everything well. You're playing in a way that like you're generating money as the game encourages you to. But now you have a new problem, which is you're generating so much money, unbeknownst to you, that you've just crippled your economy to a standstill. Like, that's not that fun, because all of a sudden it's boring, because all of a sudden your dudes aren't getting anything done. Everything's halting to a standstill because all they're doing is moving money now. I don't know how fun that is as a physical item. I mean, what's the purpose? What was the purpose of having physical money? Because you have to store it somewhere. It can get attacked. I mean, you could just have like a literal object, perhaps on your Starmancer core, that is your bank vault that stores the money. It's not a physical thing, and that thing could get attacked, no problem, and you get robbed, and you have to defend it or whatever from pirates or something. And you would do the same thing without the limitations, if that's fun. Every new dude running around also costs processing power, maybe, yeah. But I don't really want to punish the player, right? That's the thing. I don't want to punish them for playing well. You want them to, See, I was thinking the same thing, Ricard. If the dungeon regens with a bit of variance but always yields a key resource, it's worth going back. I agree, right? So, for example, uranium, again, it's the easy one. So if there's uranium, you're like, okay, well, there's uranium at this dungeon. I'm going to go back. Maybe I'll get some uranium. I need some uranium. But then what do you need uranium for? That's the harder thing now, like gear, maybe. Investing in circles back to needing resources sinks if there were other resources. See, I would prefer if you just don't need a resource sink, If instead, like in Minecraft, I don't think there's any resource sinks in that game. The only reason to like acquire like a bunch of cobblestone is if you want to do something magnificent and build like a gigantic castle or something, right? Like there's a reason, but it's not like there's nothing forcing you to do it. I think would be, I feel like better. I don't know, Well, Lazy Kitty, they don't have to steal. Yeah, they don't have to steal all the money. They could just steal some of it. Like they do a hack, you lose 1,000, or you lose 10% or 25%. Something like that. And they'd be like, "Oh no, this guy's running off with 25% of your money. And you have to stop him, or he'll get away, or something." Like, okay, you could do that. Like, okay, 25% is fine because no matter what level of play you're at, it's worth. You want to keep 25%. 25%. So. But that doesn't solve the problem about dungeons, though, which is the real problem, which is how the heck are dungeons fun? They're already fun. I think they're fine. I don't think they're like, it's not like they're terrible. Like, it's like, oh my God, it's not like they're bad. Like, what the hell, It's just, just what does it lead to and that sort of thing. Also, I mean, maybe you're just thinking about the wrong way. I mean, in the next update, perhaps we'll add dungeons that are just more difficult and require gear. And the tier 1 dungeons could just be no problem. You can get into those. It's sort of okay. I don't know. And again, if you needed resources for things other than making money, like right now, the only reason to have ore is just to sell it at some point. And there's gameplay systems around getting more money out of that ore, but ultimately it's just for money. So you say you do that. The game wants, okay, you do that. I've made all the money. I've gotten the workbench. I'm making the tier 3 metal. Making money, hand over foot, but nothing. I've beaten the game. I've done it. And like, okay, it would be good if you needed ore for something like crafting armor. Vic, you never really said too much about it. What do you think if there's morale penalties for equipping gear?
I'm not sure.
Why? Don't you like it?
I mean, I haven't thought about it too much.
We've had a little bit to think about it, I would think. You have no gut, Ant? You have no guts? No gut reaction?
No.
Oh, okay. That's not very useful.
No.
You have literally no opinion on it.
Yeah.
That can't be true. You have a gut feeling. You have some thought. What do you mean? You must think something about it. It's a pretty different thing.
I mean,
physical barriers could be okay. But again, what about soft barriers like hard enemies in dungeons? Those are sort of barriers. I don't think that exploration is the solution because exploration isn't that interesting in the game right now. And it's pretty easy to just find things. Is every system guaranteed to have like nav data in it? If so, maybe that's okay. I don't know. I'd say maybe build everything with ore and other resources and let players buy it with money. Maybe. That could be interesting. I agree with you, Picard. Dungeon resources should be consumed late game. Yes. So that or mid-tier or something. Just not early game. It should be something like, okay, maybe I don't even need to go in the dungeon because there's really nothing for me in it yet. Or not whatever it's worth. It's not worth, the juice is not worth the squeeze yet because I don't know. Or at least you can stockpile. Like you could just stockpile uranium, which is like, oh, I don't need it yet. But like if you get like one, like if it was Minecraft and you got a diamond from the dungeon, you're like, okay, well, I could, do this 3 times and get a diamond pickaxe. All right, sweet, And then eventually you're good on you have enough diamond. You don't have to do that content anymore. That's okay. Maybe that's something fun there. I have a similar feeling, Picard, where if the dungeon's too hard, here's what's going to happen. You're a new player. You're like, this is fun. What's this? What's this med lab? This is cool. And so you send your best guy in there and he dies instantly. You're like, well, this sucks. I didn't know. It would be better if it was something like, there was a prompt on the door. It says hack into the door and attempt to kill the dungeon. Danger, warning, dangerous, or warning, recommended level 2, or, something like that. Where it's like, okay, the game gave me a warning. It'd be hard. And I did it anyway. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I say just risk it into some crazy things for dungeon if it works in balance. Yeah, I mean, that's, it's typically the approach, right? It's like, at some point, you just have to try things, but, with the good, but you can get a lot of progress just by talking it out and then seeing what seems fun and the common pitfalls, and then, you know. And also, ideally, it's a system that scales well, so that as we add newer and newer stuff, more and more stuff, it can kind of keeps sort of scaling in the sense of like, the same way that you get into the meta lab should be the way that you get into, the alien dungeon that's super high tech or something, or similar at least, where the player sort of already understands what they're doing. There could be like automated defenses that you have to turn off somehow. You need a resource to turn off those. I don't know. This is tough, Personally, I don't like the morale penalty for gear. I prefer the ecosystem just with thresholds where you can choose to keep them at their current level or let them evolve to get better. Yeah, but the hard thing is, what does it mean to get better? Like, why do they get better? Like, do they have to be level 2 ego to equip, a lightsaber? Is that what it is? Where it's like it's a hard gate where it's like, well, you can't even do it because maybe, could be like a complexity skill. Like, oh, this gear has a complexity of 2. So your colonists must have, be 2 or higher to use it. It could be that, I don't know, I also think you might underestimating Starmancer's current appeal as a solid resource. Yeah, maybe. What I would like to do is take what Starmancer is currently, you play it, and be like, okay, what's fun, what's not fun, and then just empower that. Like, oh, what's currently fun? Okay, let's do more of that. How can we make this more fun? How can we remove some of the pitfalls? As opposed to just adding stuff blindly, sort of, and be like, oh, let's just try. Like as opposed to making Starmancer what we want it to be, you just kind of look at, okay, what is it? And then how do we go from there to get it somewhere? That's sort of the approach I think is better, right? Yeah. And also, this is just, I think the dungeons are fun. I think they're fine the way they are. Like, they're pretty fun. As there's just some little thing. We're talking about like some really like the last 10% a little bit or something, And also, by the way, you always run the risk of making it less fun. You make a change, like, oh, now it took something that was fun, now it's not as fun anymore. You focus on the wrong things. You didn't understand what was fun about it. As developers, it's easy to do that. But the fun is the thing, right? Like, I'm not convinced that it's a bad thing that you can just run dungeons forever. It's just a potential thing of like you can just keep going to the same dungeon over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I think the bigger issue is that money's too easy to get right now, and that dungeons just give you too much money for the cost to entry, which could be solved just by reducing the sell price of some of the items you find in dungeons or something. And like, okay, that's pretty good then. Then it would flow pretty okay, Or if dungeons weren't meant primarily for making money, if they were meant for something else, like recipe caches, upgrade modules, expansion permits, relics, that sort of thing. So fewer treasures, maybe, Just treasures are fun to find because they're always useful. You just sell them for money. Just give you something good, I don't know. Also, what you have with video games is, or any media, is before the game's out, you have people who are excited about what the game is promising to be or supposed to be, and they come out, they play the game, it's not what they thought it would be, they're upset, and then the people who stay, they like it for what the game is, and there's often a disconnect between, I think, what the game is and what's fun about it, and what the developers think is supposed to be fun about it, and it's very, very hard, Also, I personally don't like having crystals or credits. I would think that but there's also stuff I do like about crystals and credits. Like, because it's a simplified resource system. It's sort of nice. It's nice that if I want to expand my base, it's pretty effortless by building like a new room. Like, building a new room is pretty easy to do. I like that. I don't dislike that. I just wish that ore had more purpose. I don't know if anything else is bad about it. I just wish that ore had more to do. I wish that I cared about silicon. I wish I cared more about galarium, But I don't, because who cares? And also, there's no reason to care about both ore and silicon like at all. You could just be like, well, you could choose ore, you could choose silicon, also ignore them completely, and you don't miss anything. You miss no gameplay if you never pick up ore, you've lost nothing really. And that's not good, right? It's kind of boring. I don't know, a lot of things. It's tough, These are the things we think about when I'm alone without you. I wonder if you were about to hope like hell. You're happy where you are. All right. I got to leave. We'll be back next week. This is every Friday, by the way. Except for during like holidays. So they'll be here. We'll still be here. So I still had to get decided today. We'll have a week to think about these things. Ugh. Fucking games, man. Fucking video games. Again, you can play this right now. Access has oh no, I forgot to do something. I need to make a Mac build. I have to reopen this thing and make a Mac build. I hope like hell you're happy where you are. I used to say that. When I make this Mac build, there's a chance that it won't work correctly because I have to make a zip and then upload it to Steam in a way I don't normally do, a way that I don't typically upload it to Steam. Because I'm at my house right now in my basement, a different computer. So if it doesn't work, not bad. Okay. Anyway, you can play right now. We'll be back next week.